to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Suplex City, bitch!
Welcome to Suplex City Limits, episode 10 for June 7th, 2015. As always, I am Jim, along with the flying Brian and my stunning Steve.
Rando, Commando, yeah.
Dropping some Hollywood blonde shit on you this week. This podcast is a member of the OSW Podcast Network on piledriverwrestling.net. Join the OSW community to discuss and follow the show. Check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/Suplex City Limits, on Twitter @Suplex City Limit. You can also follow me directly on Twitter @JimViciousSCL. The show available on Podbean, Stitcher, and TuneIn. How you doing, dude?
I'm doing fantastic this evening, my good man. How are you today?
Doing pretty good.
Good.
Can't
Good,
complain.
You could, but, the only one that would listen is probably me, so.
And all of these people.
Oh, that's true. That's very true.
At least briefly. No, I don't believe in petty complaints, man. You know, you see people a lot of times, and it's like, how you doing, man? Like, they're all bummed about stupid things, you know? I'm pretty stoked. Like, any day you see me, it's like, how you doing, man? Like, I woke up again today. How fucking awesome, dude.
I'm breathing.
Like,
so
we're living.
Okay. Yeah.
We're living the life.
Living the life, doing another podcast with a good buddy. Yeah, everything's good. Everything is good.
Episode 10, man.
Episode 10, fuck.
Stuck with it.
Man.
Yeah.
Thanks again for everybody out there listening. This is catching on more than I ever thought it would. Keep listening, guys. We'll keep bringing you the shit.
Keep bringing you shit. Shout out to the Federation podcast, our bros on Pile Driver Wrestling.
That's right, man. Couple of cool cats right there. Had a good conversation with Tyler the other day from there.
And you can check them out. The Federation podcast. What is their Twitter? @the Federation on Twitter.
There you go.
There's like what was it? I think like 10 or 11 podcasts that are all new for the OSW Podcast Network, and they've been like the friendly neighbors, you know?
Right. Yeah, maybe have a barbecue one of these weekends or something.
We've been the friendly neighbor types with them.
Yeah.
More than anybody else. We don't know the other neighbors, but those guys are all right.
Yeah, those guys are all right. Yeah. Those are our closest neighbors there.
I checked out where they're from because they're, I guess they're in Canada, but really far away. You know, like we're really close to Canada, so I'm like, but that's a big fucking country, man. They're crazy far away.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. They're like Federation. Do you guys eat vinegar with your French fries? Just a quick question. I mean,
Vinegar? Is that a thing?
That's a thing. That's a big thing up there.
Isn't
vinegar or mayonnaise?
Yeah, that's the Canadian stereotype is mayonnaise, right? Mm-hmm. My girlfriend's actually Canadian, so I'm stealing her away from Canada.
What is the dish that they make again? I know we've talked about this before with the French fries. Yeah, there you go, poutine.
You can actually, little known fact, you can actually get poutine at Buffalo Wild Wings.
But it ain't the real thing, though.
I don't know, dude. I mean, there's not. I always say, and now Canadians will be angry about it. There's not much to fuck up with poutine. It's French fries, gravy, and cheese. Like, there's not a lot of variation to that. You know what I'm saying? You fry up some fries. A gravy. Gravy's fucking simple.
What is it? Is it a beef gravy or a chicken gravy?
It's a brown gravy.
It's a brown gravy? Okay, then you're looking at a beef.
I mean, and then like people I'd put a lot of ketchup on it because I fucking love ketchup.
Yeah, I think the gravy would be enough moisture for me.
I know my lady puts ketchup like a motherfucker. It looks like a fucking murder scene. On her poutine.
Oh, for rad.
But yeah, that shit is fucking delicious.
Right on. Kick ass, dude.
Way to go, Canada, on poutine.
Yeah, thanks, Canada.
I don't know how that hasn't picked up, man. Americans, you think would be all about that shit.
Especially here where we're at, because we're kind of into those, a lot of German descent from around here. We're into the big time fatty foods and shit like that, man.
Dude.
So, yeah.
Oh, so
There we go. There we go. It's starting to fucking cast again, talking about food, man.
It always happens.
Yeah.
Why does that happen? I'm not even.
We even tried to get it out of the way earlier today, man. By chit chatting about food earlier.
What?
There, that's out of the way. Nope.
We were talking about fucking ordering pizza burgers and Fleischkegels and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Fleischkegel for you guys out there who don't know what that is. It's amazing.
Yeah. A lot of people.
Yeah.
Spelled FLE Kegla.
I was gonna say, man, if you wanted me to finish that, you're asking the wrong fucking guy.
It's German-Russian, I think. It's not necessarily German. I think it's German-Russian. Because my father's mom is German as shit. She, spoke 1/4 German, 3/4 English,
Okay. Right.
She never made that shit. She's always like, nah, that's not German food. That's bullshit, But my mom's mom makes Fleischkegel. She's like, this is so. I don't know. It's a more German-Russian thing than just German, I guess.
For those of you who don't know what Fleischkegel is, it's basically a hamburger wrapped in fry bread, deep fried.
Kind of like fry bread, but really thin.
Yeah, really thin. Yeah. But it's delicious. It's 100% delicious.
It is. You fucking dunk that bitch in ketchup.
Take that first bite, and you got all the grease that got trapped inside running down your chin and shit. Yeah.
You gotta be careful, dude. With that, you gotta use. Sometimes
you let it sit
you gotta
for a
poke
few
them
minutes.
with a fork so that all that shit can get out of there.
You don't want to hurt yourself on some tasty food, man.
Oh shit! The week in wrestling was action-packed, man.
Oh, we have a lot to cover, and we have some good things to cover, which was a pleasant surprise for me on a couple of things. So.
Yeah, but we also got some terrible things to discuss.
Yeah. So.
Like Death by Train, dude. Death by Train. We'll be getting there. You don't know what I'm talking about yet, but you will.
Okay.
Some general news. I just kind of gathered news stories over the week that I think are interesting for discussion. Hulk Hogan.
Oh boy, here we go.
We know something, dude.
What you gonna do, brother?
What you gonna do when you never get in the Suplex City Limits Hall of Fame, brother?
Oh, the most prestigious Hall of Fame that there is. By the way.
It is. If Hulk Hogan's not in it, that means it's prestigious. It's so prestigious that I'm gonna start saying it's prestigious.
Prestigious. By the way, we do have another entry into said Hall of Fame this evening.
We do, yeah.
That'll be pick this time.
That'll be coming up. We're always like, that'll be coming up when, you already know what it is. They all know what it is already, too.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
They've heard the song. God, that song is fucking so good.
That's right, Daddy.
The son of a plumber, Daddy. Oh, so during Hulk Hogan's appearance at Special Olympics Torch Rally in Connecticut, he was asked about wrestling again at AT&T Stadium next year. So, and just a side note, but let's talk about also, I really have a beef this week with just the ISAC. It's just, there's all these ideas about 32 and all these matches, and people because on the podcast, the Austin podcast with Heyman,
yeah.
At the end, Heyman got kind of challenges him to wrestle Brock. And the only thing that was cool about that was dude, it was cool to see Stone Cold come out, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
He went from Steve Austin to Stone Cold, and it was fucking awesome. I actually have to admit, I was like,
you marked out a little bit.
I did a little bit. I was like, ooh, but I don't want to see that much. But there's so people are saying oh, Austin Brock, Sting Undertaker, H and Rock, Hulk Hogan, and somebody is I saw multiple people were like, oh, Hogan and Cena. Oh my God, I'll fucking drink poison before I watch John Cena and fucking Terry Bollea fucking wrestle each other.
Yeah.
But now there's talk he might be in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Oh my God. Anyway. He says, quote, I would love to get back in there and have that one last match. How many last matches, dude? How
How many more do you need? And how many other promotions, Mr.
The fact that he came
Hogan?
back and wrestled in WWF after WCW is ridiculous, dude.
That is quite ridiculous.
It's
Not to mention he was with TNA there for a while, too. Before and after, I want to say. So.
God damn him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that retirement match. That world title shot, whatever it is. A world title shot in your last
For
match.
Hogan? Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. I'll watch you fucking come out of retirement for your last match to fight for the belt. I wonder if you'll win it. Fucker.
Yeah.
Vince McMahon is taking the entire WWE universe to AT&T for this coming WrestleMania. And I know they're going to break my record, so I told Vince if I can get in shape, if I can pass a physical, if he can pass a physical, they need to fucking rewrite that thing. I would love to get in the ring one more time, he says. And there was, I voted on this. Now, this vote was, like, last, I don't know. Let me see if it gives me an update on the number on this. But at the time, it was 123 yes, 83 no. And so people want to see that. And that's long been the thing for me, man, is, coming off, when we've started this show right after the new WrestleMania.
Right.
31.
Yep.
That was some good planning, wasn't it? The first episode was like a recap of that.
Right.
Anyway.
Right. So it starts off with the new wrestling. That's what they see as the new wrestling year. So we start off with the new wrestling year.
Yeah.
Good idea. That was a good idea.
Just old guys, man. Like, I don't want to see old guys come back and wrestle. I see people online talk about, like, Shawn Michaels and shit. Like, are you fucking serious? I don't want to see it. I just don't, like, maybe, like, the run-in shit from last year with the, like, during H and Sting, which was terrible.
Yeah, it really was.
All those other things, otherwise it would have been fucking just even worse, but I was like, okay, great, you saw the NWO hobble down, and you saw fucking, the only guy out of the whole bunch who can run is fucking Billy Gunn.
Right.
And that was fine, I was like, I'm okay with, like, little things like that, but the idea of fucking Hogan wrestling, like, an actual match?
It makes my brain hurt.
It does, dude. And then, so they're talking, like, and Austin basically says, like, if he was going to do it, it would be in a Texas death match. Okay, a Texas death match against Brock Lesnar, that does nothing for me. What would do something for me? Possibly. Would be Austin and Ambrose in a fucking Texas death match. Listen to the reaction you had. That was a genuine reaction right there.
That was a genuine reaction, yeah, it was. I like that idea.
Austin and Ambrose brawling to the back, brawling in the fucking concourse. Dude.
Somebody going through a windshield on a car, perhaps.
Ambrose going through a windshield.
Yeah, you can't really send Austin.
Basically, you just have fucking Austin. Doesn't need to do any wrestling moves at all.
Right.
Punches and kicks, and, maybe end it back in the ring and drop a stunner on him. And, I mean, he doesn't need to do anything, really.
Right.
Just beat Dean Ambrose around the fucking building, beating the fuck out of him. And, dude, that's gold right there.
I like that idea. I like it.
That's what should be happening.
Perhaps a passing the torch thing. Maybe have Ambrose come over, but have it a good match, back and forth.
I wouldn't care, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't even mind that. That's fine.
So, I do like me some Dean Ambrose.
Dude, and you have Ambrose go over, you have fucking Ambrose and Austin fucking drinking beers in the fucking ring afterward. Awesome.
Dude, I like it. As long as Roman Reigns stays the fuck away. I'm okay with that.
I was kind of thinking about 32, like how I would book it. Now that Tyson Kidd is injured.
Poor guy. That sucks.
That was a good fucking parlay right there. You like that? That was a good transition.
Yeah, nice.
He was injured by Samoa. Well, in his match with Samoa Joe. By Samoa Joe, maybe. In a dark match on Raw, which I thought that was weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's hurt, and then also Cesaro's back solo, I guess, for a while. It sounded like a spinal injury, so I don't know. Hopefully,
it sounds pretty bad for
hopefully Tyson Kidd will be back.
Get well soon, bud.
But I'd put fucking, dude, you build this time up, Cesaro should be a main event fucking face.
Or at least throw him into the IC belt picture. That's what I say, man.
I would fucking watch him and Lesnar, dude.
Fuck yes. Bob said that the other day.
Really?
Yeah, he did. He said, he did.
Lesnar, Cesaro as fucking, as face.
Or maybe, Cesaro Ryback. Well, Ryback sucks. But. Yeah, Lesnar. Yeah, that'd be a good one. I like that.
But yeah, man. Anyway, I don't know. Lesnar, Austin. I don't really see it. I don't get it. I don't like it.
No.
I'd rather him and Ambrose or something.
Yeah, because Ambrose is more that style of character. So yeah, it
Right.
kind of make more sense to put Ambrose over on him, kind of like Nate said, passing the torch sort of thing. So yeah, I like that idea. So
It's not bad, man. They need to do some shit with it, though. I mean, like WWE, we'll get to the WWE eventually here, but the authority thing is so bad, and it's so overdone, and it's literally painful to me, dude.
it got even worse on SmackDown, but we'll get
Dude,
to that.
I get like a sick feeling when I start watching Raw. Honestly, I do. It's like the opening thing comes in. It's H and it's Stephanie McMahon, and it fucking just depresses me, dude.
Mm-hmm. It's like 23 minutes this week before they fucking got into it.
They need to bring somebody back as even here Austin. Here's your chance to build Austin into something, dude. Like they need a GM again, and they need to go face. They need a face GM who gives the people what they want. And can we have some fucking joy in the show? Have you felt that for WWE for like a couple of years now?
Right.
It's not fun.
I have a perfect idea.
There's no joy in it because you have these like heel fucking characters running everything, and they never get their comeuppance, and it's just bullshit, and it just sucks. There's no fun to be had. It's not like remember back even like dumb shit like like Teddy Long was the GM of SmackDown. That's stupid, but it was super fucking energetic and over, and it would come out and like give like you're thinking like I want to see this match, and like boom, here's that match. Not a 10-on-3 match is the main event.
Right.
A 10-on-3 match, like
and it lasts like 2 minutes. The fucking match is like 2 minutes long.
Fucking stupid shit. Anyway, what were you gonna say?
I have a perfect idea for your face authority figure to come out and kind of take power away.
Yeah, fucking Daniel Bryan.
Well, Daniel Bryan, and I had somebody else to be on his side. I was kind of thinking them. First, he'd have Daniel Bryan come out and say like blah blah blah. You guys can't push us around anymore. We got somebody here with some power to, whatever. Now, it's a long shot, but either fucking holy shit, Shane O'Mac. That's not gonna happen, but that would be awesome. But the other guy I had in mind who would be perfect on the mic, who'd be perfect as the crazy guy kind of coming out screaming at Triple H, bring back Roddy Piper.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Roddy Piper and Daniel Bryan running that coming
Nice.
out.
I'd like that.
And then they get their own little stable thing, and then they go ahead against the Authority for a little while. Put them out of business. Yes.
I would also gladly take Mick Foley in obscure offices and a mobile office again.
I would like that, yeah.
I would also take fucking Stone Cold running around on an ATV, drinking beer.
I like that idea.
I'll take any of
that.
that.
Would be, I could just see the spots.
Just
with
make
that, too.
the show will still be dumb because they can't write anything, but at least let people have fun. That's the thing I feel with it now is like, I think like it's not made to be fun. I don't enjoy it. Like I watch it, and I'm not having fun because it's just the Authority characters, man. It's just like they're healing and they always win. It's like the NWO all over again. You know
I can kind of see something like, okay, so you got Director of Operations Kane. Now, what if he were to turn his power over to somebody like Stone Cold? And then, the perfect booking for that shit would be...
Yeah, they don't really do a GM anymore.
Right. But then you could have Stone Cold as Director of Operations, and like that's all he would do is ride around on a four-wheeler with a fucking cooler strapped to the back of that thing, full of beer.
In jorts and a fucking camo tee.
Right, and then you just have him driving around backstage, and like you'd have like you do a backstage like Rollins promo or something, and then here comes fucking Stone Cold after about 2 or 3 minutes of talking, and he'd be like, "Hey, got the perfect thing for you," like, "You got a match. You got a match in 15 minutes against blah, blah, blah." And then, like, he'd reach back into his cooler and toss, like, Rollins a beer. Cheers! And then he'd drive away.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just something to make the show fun.
Right.
I think Daniel Bryan in a position of, like, as a GM or something like that would be fucking great.
I like that. Yep, I like that idea.
But they won't do that, probably.
No,
I don't think
they hate Daniel Bryan, so they're not going to do it.
Like, Triple H or Steph should be on camera at all.
I agree with you 100% on that one, man.
Just go away. Just like don't even, run an angle where they get overthrown or something. But just get it out of there and just turn your product face, man.
Yep. Go away. Go away now. Get out of
It's
here.
weird. It's like the only heel wrestling company that I could ever think of.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
they
is there
tried to...
a company that was like heel as a whole.
They tried to do that in Impact there for a little while.
And the heel figure is overdone, because Vince did it, and fucking the NWO with Bischoff did it, and but Dario Cueto in Lucha, he's fucking great as a heel.
But it works. It works in there.
And that's like, dude, he's a heel authority figure, but at the same point, he gives people what they want,
Right.
So, like, I don't know. It's a little different thing, but just, there's no comeuppance, dude. As Jim Ross would say. Like, you can fucking heel and, that was where the money was, dude, is when Heenan would get his comeuppance, or Jim Cornette would get his comeuppance,
How fucking cool would it be if JR came out in the middle of an authority promo in the middle of the ring?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't think
Crowd would go bananas, but that's not gonna happen either.
No.
He's doing his football this year. We won't see him. Probably, if he is gonna come back, maybe the Rumble.
If Global Force Wrestling gets a TV deal, he might fucking do something.
Oh, right on, dude. That'd be okay.
He might call their shit. I don't know. Who knows? I mean,
then we'd have to pack at least another hour of wrestling every weekend. Man, we're packed to the gills already, dude.
He met with JR met with Lucha Underground.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, there was talk that like they were gonna have him do their finale, and then like next year bring him back. Maybe him and Matt Stryker.
Yeah, I like Stryker and Vampiro.
I did too, dude.
I like those guys together.
I agree with that. I like them too. So, and I like JR, but I don't want him calling Lucha.
Well, we'll wait till I get to Lucha there. Yeah, we'll wait till we get to.
I'll take JR calling Ring of Honor.
Hey, there you go. Well, they got a story going on with one of the announcers that I kind of noticed. Like I said, Ring of Honor. I'm brand new to it this week. It just came on the network, a network that we get, Destination America, that we get around here, and it just debuted this week. So I'm new to it.
We didn't get Sinclair before, and it's not widely available on like YouTube that I could find. At least not like the newer episodes.
The old stuff is, yeah, a lot
the
of
really old shit, yeah, but not like the current product.
Yeah.
So you'd have to really like, unless you had Sinclair, you'd have to torrent it.
Right.
Or something, and I don't fuck with that.
No,
because that's illegal, and I don't.
Quit fucking with that. Yeah, I quit fucking with that too. Did you hear me, FCC? I quit fucking with that.
Yeah, quit fucking with it. I don't have Destination America, but I did watch both of the shows. I'm not saying how. Destination America, you have to get like the most obscure cable package. You have to get like the biggest cable package available to get that, So I looked into it. And almost did its job. I was looking I was like, maybe I'll get cable just to watch like Ring of Honor.
Just wait till it comes by where it's like you get a deal. Like, what did I get locked in for a year at $79 for both cable and internet. So that's why I got cable.
It's not bad.
So it's like $20 more than it was.
I paid $20 a month for Sling, and it's like they need to add Destination America to Sling. That's what needs to happen. Because I got El Rey on there, and I love El Rey Network. Aside from Lucha Underground, El Rey Network is fantastic. They play like fucking kung fu movies and spaghetti westerns and like old fucking horror movies, just all kinds of. Like you could throw it on fucking El Rey on a Saturday or something and just be entertained all day by awesome shit. So
tight. That's fucking cool.
But yeah, moving on. In the news, let's see what else we got. They announced a 4th of July fucking card. Be airing live on the network at 6:30 a.m. on the 4th of July from Tokyo, Japan.
That doesn't make any sense, dude.
No, it's cool actually. Well, they were advertising that like, okay, they have the show in Japan.
You're gonna hold a wrestling event on our nation's birthday, but you're gonna film it in Japan?
Yeah, that's kind of weird, right?
That is weird.
It just so happened to be that they're on tour, I guess. But originally they're like, oh, we're having this fucking, this card. And people were like, oh, it'd be cool if it was on the network. And now they're going to add it. So that is cool. Because it's fucking, dude, it's in Sumo Hall in Tokyo, Japan.
Oh.
That's fucking epic, man. That's an epic venue.
There we go.
But yeah, Lesnar will be there. Lesnar versus Kofi Kingston.
Shut the fuck up.
Seriously.
Does that mean he's gonna get a push at Money in the Bank? Fuck.
I don't think so, no. Actually, I think it could be interesting. It's like, I haven't, he hasn't wrestled him that I'm aware of. I'm sure he has, but it's somewhat new to me. Owens and Balor for the belt, for the NXT belt.
So that means that, okay, Owens is going to hold on to it for...
John Cena's got a match of some kind. I don't know.
No way.
Of course, dude.
John Cena have a match? No way.
AJ Styles was offered a match and to be put into the Hall of Fame, the TNA Hall of Fame. He wisely declined. The TNA Hall of Fame. Yeah. No thanks, buddy. He might be signing with WWE still, so.
Yeah. Oh, let's hope they don't ruin him.
But they need to make that happen because he's 37 years old.
Right. Something needs to happen quick.
So, and then Money in the Back Soul's coming up next week. We'll do like a preview for that on next week's show. But they've kind of been announcing some matches there. Primetime Players are going to be going against Big E and Xavier Woods for the fucking tag belts.
About time.
I like that, dude. I like the Primetime Players.
I like those guys too, man. Those guys are cool. I love their promos. Their promos are fucking awesome.
I like that. And I dug him in that, well, we'll get into that match here. That tag elimination match. I fucking dug it, man.
That was the
Titus O'Neil was all fucking like fired up and ripping it up. It was cool, man.
That was the best out of the two Elimination Chambers matches, actually, yeah.
Oh, it definitely was. Rusev not returning to action anytime soon. I say good.
Broken foot, right? Broken foot
Ankle.
Or broken ankle? Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I
how
thought.
about you wear some fucking boots, dummy? Dude, you wear boots. That's why you wear boots. People always say about Cena, though. Like, they're a fucking idiot wearing tennis shoes out there. Dumb fuck. Boots will keep your ankle from fucking rolling over.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's why wrestlers wear wrestling boots. So, I'm not surprised your fucking ankle exploded.
It's just not a clever name, that's for sure.
Your 300-pound ass goes over the top rope barefoot.
Right?
Fucking stupid.
Well, he was wrestling Ryback, too, so...
Yeah, it wasn't even really Ryback's fault for once.
That's true, but, people are going to chalk it up for
Oh,
another
yeah.
notch for
Hell
Ryback.
yeah. Like, who was he in a match with? Ryback? Oh, fucking Ryback hurt him.
Oh, poor Ryback.
Bret Hart was on the Jim Ross podcast this week, the Ross Report.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was. Pretty good, man. Worth checking out.
Cool.
They talked about a variety of things, but they talked about the upcoming DVD that WWE wants to put out on Owen. Owen's widow and children are fucking... they're mad about it.
Yeah.
Owen supports it, or Bret supports it. He says, quote, I think it's important to remember that what Owen accomplished in wrestling, and I disagree with her position about Owen. There are so many happy memories tied in with Owen, and I wish his kids could hear the stories. So, good on Bret, man. And Owen DVD is awesome, man. I think that's great.
This is about 10 years too late for them talking about it.
Well, I think they wanted to kind of let it fucking blow over a little bit, because she,
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
Nah, you do know, but it's okay.
Well, yeah, it just sucks that she's very, still pissed and, obviously, yes, be mad,
Yeah,
but...
she lost her husband and
I know,
father to her
man.
child, man.
Come on, accidents happen, things happen.
I know, I understand that.
And I understand her position, I guess. Don't get me wrong, but... I just still, at the same point, dude, they gotta put out a DVD.
It's one of the better ideas that WWE has had, that's for sure.
Definitely. So, that could be cool. I really kind of irritates me that all these Blu-rays and DVDs they put out aren't on the network. They'll give you, a preview on the network, and then it takes a year or two for them to come on there.
Right.
Stop selling fucking Blu-rays, you cunts, and put that shit on the fucking network. That's why I subscribe to that shit.
Right?
God damn it.
Fuckers.
Making me wait. I had to wait a long time to watch that fucking Paul Heyman one.
Yeah, and we got a mutual friend that will be very excited to see that Owen Hart DVD, I'm thinking here.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. A mutual friend of ours is was a big Owen Hart fan.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Steve. Shout out to Steve. He listens every week.
What's up, Steve? Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does.
Shares our statuses and stuff.
Yeah.
Good shit, man.
Yeah.
How do you not like Owen? Owen was awesome.
I loved Owen as a heel. I loved him as a face. He was great in the ring. I want to say almost maybe. I know. I'm gonna catch hell for this. I'm gonna catch hell for this. But I want to say he was, if not right on par, if not perhaps maybe a little better than his brother came when it came to technicality.
When it came to microphone and in ring,
I think he
the
was.
high flyer style, which I always liked.
Maybe a little bit. Yeah, he had a different style than his brother, that's for sure. So maybe I just found his style more entertaining.
Yeah, Brett didn't have a real exciting style.
He was very technical. He was
very
more of
real,
like
realistic, stiff kind of. Yeah.
Like a Mr. Perfect sort of, like a Kurt Hennig sort of worker kind of. I always seen them on the same sort of par.
Whereas you can see Owen was like way more influenced by like Dynamite Kid and shit like that.
Right. More of the high flyer moves, that sort of thing. Yeah.
That tag team needs to be in the WWE Hall of Fame, dude.
Yeah, no shit.
British Bulldogs, oh my god.
Yeah.
But he's such a wreck, man, that it's like.
Yeah, not Davey Boy Smith. Obviously, he's a wreck, but Dynamite Kid. Yeah, that guy he's in a wheelchair, man.
He's just fucked in general. He's crazy, man.
Yeah.
He like routinely put a gun to his fucking wife's head and shit.
I've seen that.
Crazy.
I hated watching that part. I was like, ugh. And then he's just like, he talks about it like it was nothing. Oh, I didn't have bullets in the gun. Yeah, you fucking scared a woman into an inch of her fucking life, dude.
Yeah,
Pushed her to the point.
Piece of shit.
Yeah, just I hated. I wouldn't be able to watch that again. I'd just get upset. Man.
Watch what?
That what was it? Beyond the Mat.
Yeah.
Back when they first aired that, right after. Actually,
did they talk to him briefly in there?
Yeah. They did like a 30-minute spot with him in there, man.
Yeah.
His whole story and everything, and then interviewed his ex-wife and him. So, and he just played it off like it was nothing. Like,
yeah.
Oh, dude.
That's something you run into a lot with this is like the persona and the person, and I'm torn on a lot of people where I like their body of work, but as a person, they're shit.
Yeah.
Like that guy was so influential. He's very underrated as far as his influence on that high-flying style, man.
Right. Oh, did you ever see the match
bringing it to Canada, bringing it to Texas, and
did you ever see the match where he blew his back out?
Yeah, dude.
Have you? Okay, all right. Just seemed like he just landed wrong. It wasn't like a big move or anything. Just kind of just fell wrong or something.
Yeah, dude. I don't like watching wrestling injury fucking shit.
Some of them are pretty brutal. Like to Vader, for instance. Yeah.
Oh, dude, like Hayabusa when he broke his neck, career ender.
Oh, yeah.
Especially because, dude, like fucking. That's a future Hall of Famer. I'm just going to say that right now. Future Suplex City Limits Hall of Famer Hayabusa. Fuck, that guy was awesome.
Yeah.
Broke his own neck, too. That's at least no one else did, I guess.
Right. But still,
at least it was his own.
Well, still, it's too bad. It is too bad.
It is. So, it's pretty much the news of the week. There was no big story this week, really.
No. Scott Steiner didn't threaten to kill anybody this week.
No, not this week.
Sorry, folks. Maybe next week.
I'm sure next week. But we did have the first installment of the Wednesday Wrestling Wars.
Whew.
5 hours of wrestling, dude. I got through 3 that day. I had to watch the other. No, I got through 4.
Did you get through 4?
Mm-hmm.
I got through the big 3.
NXT fell to Thursday for me. Because I just had too much, man.
So we're gonna do this in order then?
We'll go back to the Elimination Chamber.
Yep, we'll start with Eliminate. Well, we can kill that. I think we can kill that fucking little Mitch. Because it's really harder to get to coming up with names here, man.
Oh, no, I'm gonna keep it going. Make you keep coming up with
All right. We're reviewing Eliminaxle Chamber.
Eliminaxle Chamber. So there was a match, an undercard. It was an undercard match that I wasn't aware was going to happen.
It was Zack Ryder.
Yeah, and what, Stardust.
Stardust, yep.
And that's not even on my recap that I have here, so that's funny.
Stardust went over,
Yeah, well, I
obviously.
thought it was a weird match, very nothing, just kind of.
Yeah. Highlight of the show though was the next segment on the pre-show. Miz TV with Daniel Bryant.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and then obviously Miz kept talking shit to Daniel Bryant, and Daniel Bryant couldn't do anything, and Miz couldn't do anything to Daniel Bryant. So he called a couple buddies out to the ring to take care of the Miz for him.
Are you still into this? Are you still with this?
I like this. I like this, man. I like it. So he has Macho Man Dow and Axelmania come out and work over the Miz. Loved it. I loved it. Highlight of the fucking pay-per-view for me.
What
The
the
pay-per-view didn't even
fuck?
start.
Oh my, that's taking it pretty far.
Oh, I'm such a mark for them two guys, man. This shit's
I
funny.
think
to me.
both of it's like I think Axel's Hogan is mediocre. I think Mando's Macho is mediocre.
Okay, Mando's Macho is getting better as every week goes on. He did the whole like sticking his tongue out thing when they were walking down to the ring.
Yeah.
Holding his glasses. He's starting to get the little herky jerky motion down a little bit. But yeah, honestly,
I mean, they're gonna keep burying these guys. So
how long can they
what's
do
the
this?
point?
So. But Curtis Axel, how far he went to pull his Hogan off. Fucking
Well, yeah, I give you
dyed
that.
his mustache blonde and shaved it and everything. Man, he went all the way for that.
You did
Give
go.
him some props, man.
No, I do. It was all right. Getting into the card itself. So yeah, I guess I was, we were like, are they gonna go? I figured. I don't know why I thought like once they put that thing down, they'll probably just do both elimination chambers in a row at the end. Not the case.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, not the case. Started with the elimination chamber tag team championship match. I actually liked it, man. I thought it was fun.
It was.
There's some good spots in there, and
We had a lot of good tag teams in there too, man.
yeah, and Los Jabadores,
And
and the Ascension, and the Faces of Queer.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Now I have to pull my foot out of my mouth.
You like, yeah. There's some good spots in there. I liked El Torito jumping off the top of the
Yep.
of
Off
the
top of
fucking what the hell you want the chamber, I guess.
the pod.
The pod. There you go.
Pod.
I thought that was pretty cool. And
I didn't like the spot where they had who was it? Was it it was one of the Lucha Dragons where he got like stuck on top of the New Day's pod for like 20 fucking minutes. I thought that was dumb as fuck. I hated that. That was stupid.
Some people were like, was he actually stuck?
No, he wasn't actually stuck.
And they were like trying to be like, okay, well if he's stuck, we're gonna make it look like we're holding him.
Yeah,
I don't know what it was, but it was really dumb.
it was dumb. I didn't like it.
And he crawled to the top, and like there's some hesitation there on that spot. I mean, some of the spots weren't that tight.
Yeah, where he was trying to swing to do like the body splash or whatever from the top.
Yeah,
There.
Kalisto.
Yeah. There is.
But I actually do really like Kalisto. He's fucking awesome. But
I like the both of them guys. Him and Sin Cara.
I agree.
So.
Like I said, I thought it was a good opener. It was entertaining.
Oh yeah, it was. I was watching it. I didn't go to where I normally go to watch pay-per-views, but there was that little bit where the Ascension actually started looking strong. I don't remember who they eliminated. Maybe Los Matadores.
I think they eliminated 2 teams actually.
Yeah, they started looking really strong there for a while, and then I don't remember when they got eliminated. I got a text message from Bob. Shout out to Bob again. Got a text message from Bob, and all it said was "phew." All it said is, "Whew."
The Faces of Queer have been eliminated.
Faces of Queer. That's right.
Yeah.
It was a good match. It was a good match, man. I like that one.
Yeah, New Day, did like a triple cover on Titus O'Neil to retain the belts. I liked it. Good opener.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Divas match.
That was
the Neapolitan match.
The Neapolitan ice cream match. Except the Bella came out in yellow.
Yeah.
Nikki came out dressed in yellow, so it really didn't work. But
I think
whatever.
that they just want to keep the belt on her until she beats AJ Lee's record of having the belt for the longest. And she has a ways to go. But I think that's what they're going to do because they're cunty little fucks like that.
There's better women wrestlers than that.
Oh, yeah.
It's just that people.
One of them is Natty, and she just, like, fucking valets for You got Kid and Cesaro.
Well, maybe she'll get a singles push here now that Kid's out for a little while. Maybe Cesaro will get a singles push into...
Fucking
into the
Cesaro
Odyssey.
should have a singles push.
Cesaro but should have been pushed a fucking year ago.
Well, they buried him. He kind of spoke out at one point about shit.
Yeah, I know.
In an interview, and they buried him fucking hard. They made him lose like fucking 50 matches in a row or something.
Fuck it.
So yeah, Neapolitan match was whatever. Bella retains.
The strawberry one.
Those chicks can't wrestle, any of them.
I don't know. I thought Paige was... Well, Paige...
Well, yeah, Paige is okay, I guess. But still.
Right.
You had the champion versus champion match. Highlight of the night for me.
Awesome
Kevin Owens and John Cena.
Match of the night.
Yeah, it was match of the night, man. By far. Also going back too, I remember I was like, last week I was like, I know people were saying that this crowd sucks, and I'm like, I'm not sure about that. They must be quiet or something. Wow, this crowd
quiet.
sucks. A lot of people say they're one of the worst WWE crowds.
It was a really quiet crowd. I noticed that.
Yeah, they were very fucking not engaged. Right. And I thought it was really funny too, because like Los Jabadores came out, and like a large portion of the crowd was fucking Hispanic, man. Like when they would show the crowd, I would just see all Hispanic people, man. and still like, dude, these guys are Los Jabadores, and they don't even like silence as they walk to the thing. I was like, wow, dude.
Well, it was somewhere in Texas, not?
Yeah, it was in Texas. It was in Corpus Christi, Texas.
Oh, that's right. Yep. Okay.
Basically, just because that arena's old enough to house that fucking monstrosity.
Oh yeah.
I guess most now have those big things hanging from the ceiling. You know, like most arenas have your, you know, like what the fucking
it's like sound damp. Yeah, it's sound dampering is what it is. I think is what.
Well, I don't know about that, but like a big scoreboard that hangs.
Oh, you're right. Yep.
With screens,
like
and
basketball games and shit like that. Yeah.
And you can raise it or lower it, I think, but you can't really, you know.
Can't really take it out of there. Yeah.
So, this arena doesn't have that. I don't know what usually happens there. Probably just monster trucks and shit.
Probably.
Goddamn monster trucks. You know, aside from my dislike of Cena, you know, I didn't like how he took the pop-up powerbomb either time.
No.
God, it's lazy fucking taking him that. Like, safe, I guess. Yeah, you know, he's got his arms down. His shoulders don't even hit the mat when he takes a pop-up powerbomb.
Right.
Like, come on, man.
I don't know. Cena, you can sell that better than that, dude.
You can fucking land on... You can take a back bump, dude.
Right?
Calling spots loud as a motherfucker, too. Again, as always.
As always.
God damn it. But it was a good match, man. I thought there was too many kickouts for me, too many false finishes.
Yeah, there was a lot of that. Maybe
it got to the point where it was just fucking ridiculous with the kickouts. And kicking out after finishers and shit, you know.
Right, and cheapening your finishers.
Owens hits him with the AA and he kicks out of it. Like, fuck off, dude.
Right?
I thought there was a lot of kickouts, but overall, I thought the match was awesome.
It was kind of a surprise. The pin came as a surprise to me. I was like, oh, fucking right on, man. Okay, they put Owens over. Kick ass. So,
very seldom in any fucking recent memory. I can't even tell you the last time that I watched a wrestling match, and at the end, when somebody won, I was like, yeah! You know, that I was excited and like, fuck, you know?
Right.
That actually happened in that match.
Yeah, so. I was like, I didn't like get up and fucking dance around the room or anything, but I was like, well, I was keeping up on our live chat this time around, and I was like, oh, all right, cool, kick ass. Sweet.
So I liked it, man. I thought it was good. They immediately, announced the rematch, which I was like,
of course, like 10 seconds after.
So there's no. Can you at least wait till the next night to set it up?
At least.
Like immediately, dude.
Yeah, they could have done something with that promo on Raw, but yeah, we'll get to that.
Sounds like there's a lot of people too saying. Rumor is that a lot of members of Creative don't want to put Cena over him. You would expect, I expect, that Cena's going to get his match back, his win back. But it sounds like people in Creative don't want to do that.
Well,
and they want Vince to beat him again, and then that be the end of it.
Well, I think
until later.
I think what they're going to do is maybe have Cena go over once, and then they'll have a third for a tiebreaker.
And have Owens go over?
And then have Owens go over, yep. That's the way I would do it. That's
Yeah,
just
remember
me.
they built a guy undefeated for a year just to have him lose to John Cena 4 times. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
But they are booking fucking Owens hard, man. So
Yeah, they are. So
he's gonna
they're
be
doing
top. He's a top heel, man.
Oh, they're talking. I don't know. Should I even say this? They're talking a Lesnar Owens feud here. So
That'd be fucking cool.
that's word around the campfire.
Lesnar turns. Well, Lesnar's about to turn face any fucking.
Lesnar's gonna be. He's gonna get a dude when he comes back on the 22nd.
Yeah,
he's gonna get a humongous fucking face pop.
Yeah, he's gonna be a fucking total face, man.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's where the money is with him this time around, probably.
Right. I think keeping him in his face, maybe kicking Seth Rollins' ass around a little bit, but who knows? We'll see what happens with everything else here.
Right. And then after, I feel like, the crowd came alive for that match, and after that, dude, I mean, I think I question the order of this. Next was Neville and Bo Dallas. I had forgotten about that match.
Right?
And I saw him come out, and I'm like, dude, these guys, there's no way, dude. Like, they had to fucking burn the house down to fucking beat that.
Yeah. How do you follow that up? How do you follow up Cena Owens?
That match should have been before that. I thought that on the card when it came up. Cena Owens, I was like, really? Like, now? Okay. So Neville and Bo Dallas was a fine match. There's nothing wrong with it, but after that fucking Cena match before it, Cena and Owens, it didn't live up to it, man.
No. They should have booked that match later on in the night. Not the Neville match, but the Owens-Cena match.
Those should have just been swapped.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because then after that, you had the Intercontinental Championship Elimination Chamber match. And I thought it sucked too, dude.
I thought it sucked.
I thought it was fucking terrible. Yeah.
I didn't like it. It was boring. I found myself bored.
Yeah, it was boring. I agree with you. They're like, Rusev would be replaced by a former world champion. And I was like, oh, God, please not Big Show. And then when it was Mark Henry, I was like, oh, God, that would probably be my second least one.
Why didn't they do fucking Bray Wyatt?
I thought that was a foregone conclusion.
Why?
Last week I
he's
had
got
said
nothing
that he
going on, so why not? Fuck.
I know. I saw something, too, about booking rumors, and they're like, they're no longer going to protect Bray Wyatt as much. And I was like, he lost to Cena, and then he lost to Undertaker in pay-per-views. I don't know. Like, were they protecting him, really?
And then he goes over on Ryback on one. So.
Well, dude. I think that's just simpleton, shitty writers who have no fucking ideas. How do you get a gem? As a writer of wrestling, you get a guy like fucking Bray Wyatt. How many possibilities do you have with a guy like that? You know what I'm saying?
Endless. It's fucking
God,
endless
you could do so much shit with him, dude.
But they're not doing anything with them.
Nope.
They're not doing dick with them right now, so...
Nope. And you could even, like, kind of retread, you take a little, Raven, you take a little fucking Undertaker, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you can do something with the guy. They don't know what to do with him.
And get the fucking family back together already, you guys. Put them back together already. Everybody wants to see it. Mm-hmm. Have them fucking team up with fucking Harper and Rowan again. It was awesome.
Yeah. I don't know what the...
Vince? Or no, never mind. I won't go into that quite yet.
Oh, man. So, I thought it was shitty. I didn't like it at all. Ryback wins the belt and, like...
I thought for sure it was going to be Sheamus, and they were going to do a good heel angle with Sheamus to kind of build that belt up. But no, they gave it to, like, the worst guy in the whole fucking thing. The only thing that would have been worse than Ryback taking home the strap...
Mark Henry or R-Truth?
R-Truth, man.
How is he even in these matches, man?
I don't know.
As we said again, just a bunch of people who've lost. Barrett lost. Ziggler lost. R-Truth lost. All these guys have been losing, and they get into this fucking match. Right? It's not good, dude.
No, it's fucking...
And you didn't have any interesting people in there. There's nobody in that match who's gonna do a cool high spot. You just had very just run-of-the-mill guys, man.
Right.
And everyone thought it was gonna be Sheamus because they leaked that advertisement,
Right.
So they had to switch it. I mean, I'm glad they did switch it.
So you got a Sheamus Ryback feud coming up here soon, or what? Who knows? Maybe that's still going to be the booking for that. I don't know. So
I don't fucking like it.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Just bring Rhino from NXT and make Rhino and Ryback a tag team.
Rhino back?
Rhino back. No, I thought that match sucked though.
Yeah.
And then you have the World Championship match.
I like the world. I like that match. That was a good match.
I thought the match was good.
I didn't like the ending. I'll let you take over for this.
The dusty finish, dude.
Yeah, the dusty finish.
The dusty finish. I was like, I'll allow it on just like the dusty finish. They should have just. And that's another thing, one of those too. That's another that I'm talking about, where the company is heel as a company. You know what I'm saying? Like, put over Ambrose. Let everybody be happy at the end of the fucking show. Is that wrong? Is that like?
I know there's a few listeners that'll agree with me, and a few in our WrestleMania group that would agree with me. But Ambrose looks damn good with that fucking strap, dude. That's all I'm saying.
He went, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" I was in a good mood. And it was like the show's gonna end. I'm in a good mood. Awesome. And then they fucking pulled a dusty finish, and when I turned it off, I'm just like. You left everybody. You left every single person who watched that, right? You left every person turning that off, going fucking gay.
Yep, pretty much.
So
I was all excited too, and then when I seen the two refs talking, I was like, "Oh, dude, no, they're gonna do
and it just makes the product look stupid when you do a dusty finish like that. It's
so
just stupid, man. Like, I thought it was terrible. So all in all, the show, you know, I liked. I guess, you know, like I said, I liked the Elimination Chamber tag match. Owen Cena was good. Neville Bodalis was good for what it was.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even Ambrose and Rollins, like you said,
it was good up until that point.
But I just, you know, again, I'm so sick of the fucking nonsense in matches. You've got Roman Reigns and Kane and J&J Security, and can we just have a championship match? Just two dudes in a ring fucking having a badass match?
Please.
Is that, you know, is that just impossible?
That's all he wants. Just give the boy his championship match.
So that was Eliminaxel Chamber.
What's your rating?
Oh, dude.
Come on, man. You had all week.
I give it 6 Rusev ankle injuries out of 10.
I'm going to also give it a 6 laundry list of wrestlers that Ryback has hurt out of 10.
Yeah. There's more than 6 of them.
Oh, I know.
You know, the thing that sucks kind of about, you know, like we go in order here. So we have to do the shitty WWE event, and then we got to go right into Raw. It's like if you shit in a toilet and clogged it up and had to leave in a hurry, and you came home later, like on the verge of shitting your pants, and you had to shit on top of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, I know exactly what you're saying.
Shit on top of shit.
That's right. It's like biting into a chocolate-covered turd.
At least you got a half second of like, chocolate.
And then you're like, oh, it's a turd.
Oh, dude. I mean, we can get into with Raw if you have things you want to discuss. I mean, really, I have.
Before we get into Raw, I'm going to call someone out here who quite possibly could be secretly listening to our podcast. I think most of you know who this is. We made a little reference last week to how the world of wrestling is rather wacky. It reminds us of a Saturday morning cartoon, Wacky Races.
Well, WWE specifically is like Wacky Races.
Yeah, WWE is, yeah, right. So, a certain writer that most of you may know was on a podcast and referenced the same thing. Well, here, hold on, let me pull it up.
A day?
Like a day after?
Yeah, well, 2 days, day or two after.
Now, I checked right after this whole thing came. Oh, this all broke Monday morning. So, yeah, it was exactly a day after. Because I remember Monday morning was a very, very busy social media morning for me. But anyway. Where the fuck was I going with this? Yeah, so one day, so I checked. As soon as I caught wind of this, I checked. We were up to about 120 listens by then already.
Yeah.
in one day. Not too shabby. So, who knows? Maybe he was one of them. But I'm calling you out, Vince Russo.
Russo?
You listening to me, Russo? Quit stealing our jokes, man. You want the finger pointed poke of doom? I'll give you the finger poke of doom, brother. It ain't gonna be in your chest, though.
Your pee hole.
It's gonna be somewhere, and it's not gonna be very.
Gonna shove my finger in your pee hole, Vince. What was his quote? You have his quote handy?
I have his quote handy here, yes.
So basically, we said, WWE at this point is like Wacky Races.
And we made a couple, character references as well to who would be what character.
Right, exactly. And then what did he say the next day?
Creative needs to stop getting their ideas for this guy from old reruns of Dick Dastardly and Muttley. That was his quote. So, I mean, it's pretty damn close to what we were
talked about those two characters.
Yeah, we did talk. We did name those two characters. So
exactly.
So, yeah.
Come at us, Russo.
Come on. Come at us. Come at me, bro. Come at me.
Fuck it, man. This podcast.
What's the matter, Vince? You mad, bro? Come at me, bro.
We'll have him on, dude. Then you tweeted him, took a fucking screenshot of it.
Yeah, I direct tweeted him. I called him a dick. I said, quit stealing our jokes.
Steal it from us.
Yeah.
There's this little
dick.
podcast, He's got his podcast, and I'm sure he has, people like that guy, dude. I saw somebody was like, well, lately Vince Russo's starting to be ridiculous. Lately? Are you joking me? This guy's been a joke in wrestling since, 1999, dude.
Oh, yeah, man.
Are you fucking serious, man?
Yep. Hey, Vince, good idea on the whole David Arquette as champion thing.
Dude, 15 years ago, the guy was a fucking dunce.
Oh, good God.
But people listen to him, dude. He had a website, Pyro and Ballyhoo, where he had a podcast, and you could, sign up to be a VIP. You pay, fucking $9, $10 a month or some fucking...
I was going to say, does he have to pay you to be a VIP?
No,
That's
you
the only
pay
way
him.
I would sign up.
And there was a lot of people. The figure came out in the end, and he was making, $200,000 a month on this fucking... On him. Who gives a shit what that guy has to say? The idea that people would pay money to listen to, that blows my mind.
Fuck the Vince Russo.
I won't... Now his shit's free. And I won't listen to his podcast still. I'm not going to even give him a listen, dude.
Fuck him.
Fucking nonsense. Who gives a shit what Vince Russo has to say?
Really?
The guy is a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I mean, fucking...
And he steals our shit.
He's stealing shit from us, man. Fuck you, Vince Russo, you fucking son of a bitch.
It was fun Monday when I made you aware of it. I was like, dude, check this out. I heard about it because... I don't know, someone else, I saw the story somewhere. I didn't listen to his show to hear it. Somebody quoted him saying it. I don't remember what show it was, but...
It was, I think it was DT.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. So, that was awesome.
Hey, Federation, you want to get in on this Vince Russo shit, man? Man, call that son of a bitch out, man. Stealing from fucking little podcasts like us. Fuck that guy, man.
Yeah. You had moving to Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, now that I got that out of the way.
Yeah, like I said, if you have anything to really, I mean, lately I've just been getting more and more just fed up with Raw, to the point where, dude, Roman Reigns 3 matches, Dolph Ziggler. And he wrestles Kofi Kingston, and then he teams up with Primetime Players and wrestles the New Day directly after it.
So dumb.
Oh, man. I got a new Twitter follower. At ZenDog Media. What's up? Thanks for the follow.
Hey, there you go.
ZenDog Media. It's happening live. But yeah, dude, you're going to wrestle 3 times. And when they said that at the beginning of the show, I was just like, wow. I'll be honest, I fucking really moved pretty fast through this show. I couldn't watch it. I didn't like it, dude, at all.
Okay, I mean, there's not much to talk about with Raw. There is one thing I just want to talk about. As much as we do shit on John Cena, I'm just going to give this a quick, because this was basically the highlight of the night, so.
Yeah.
Really. As much as I do shit, as we do shit on John Cena, he did something really fucking cool on Raw. Super fucking cool. Obviously, you had him come out. You had Owens come out as well. They did a little spot in the ring, back and forth. The type of Cena was gonna say, you beat me fair and square. I was gonna offer you this belt, but now that now that I'm listening to the trash coming out of your mouth, you don't deserve it. This and that, and he gave a shout out to a kid in the front row fighting cancer. That was fucking super cool. You could see the emotion on the kid's face. You could see the emotion on the mother's face. So they let that play out. They did their spot. When they went to commercial after that, he went over, grabbed the kid, brought him over the barrier. Kid got to go in the ring with Cena. Got to hold the belt. Cena held up his sign that said, "I'm fighting cancer and winning," or no, I'm beating cancer is what the sign said. Cena signed the sign for the kid, got, some photo ops and everything, went over, shook the hand of the mother, gave her a big hug and all that. It was super cool. As far as John Cena as a wrestler, we give him a ton of shit, but the guy really, he really does, he's really a great guy, and he does a lot of stuff for the kids out there, especially kids that are sick and stuff. And it's super cool, man. Super cool.
And then Owens running pop-up powerbomb on the kid. No, just joking. just joking.
No, that's all good.
And in our group, there was I don't know who she is. I don't know her name, but she doesn't post much in there. But I think she was talking about him, like how, like her kid's a big wrestling fan, a big John Cena fan, and like I think her kid was sick too, actually.
Right.
And she says that she had stayed at the Ronald McDonald house for like years, like while her child was ill with something.
Yeah, I did read.
Like John Cena was like a thing, a special thing for them. So, by all means, man, like I said, the shit we talk with that guy, not an issue with him as a dude. No, sure, he's a fine dude. His charity work is like second to none.
What is he? He's got the most Make-A-Wish requests in the history, I think, or something.
Oh,
like
dude,
that.
yeah, he fucking yeah.
He tries to fulfill all of them, you guys. He really does, and it's super cool of him. So
yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, my beef is with that dude as a worker, how he works, his loud calling of spots, how
not selling other guys' moves, that sort of
Even this too, man, on this show where the same old Cena shit where he comes out after losing a match and any progress that the other guy has made by beating him, he erases on his Monday Night promo. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah, he did.
He doesn't take losing seriously. He comes out laughing, smiling, John Cena every time he loses a match.
Right.
And
right.
Anything that's gained by beating the guy is lost when you do that, dude.
Right. And he did kind of, like, the way they booked that, they did kind of make Owens look a little bit like a coward there.
Well, they always make him look like a coward.
Right, but I think that's just gonna, like what we talked about, how I would book it. Maybe that's what they're gonna do. So maybe they're gonna have the next whatever, that Money in the Bank. Cena goes over, but then they're gonna have a third one where Owens goes over. And
fuck that! I hope Owens goes over on Cena, and that's the end of it.
Well, yeah,
they can come back to it in a year or two.
Yeah, that's really the only thing on Raw. What was the main event? It was fucking.
I think they're gonna inject Owens directly into the fucking title picture. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of the year he's fucking has a match for the belt.
Right.
I mean, they'll have to get it off of a fucking Rollins first. Can't have it unless he turns face.
We'll talk about that here in a minute.
I don't think there's any chance that Rollins is going to be turn face and have the belt. I don't see that happening.
No way.
I'm not sure if they are going to end up going with like a Rollins Triple H thing. If I have to watch Triple H wrestle, I would probably rather that than,
Well, because we know that Rollins could carry that match, and they did kind of plant the seeds for that. They did plant the seeds for that at the beginning of the Raw with the whole, with the whole promo there with the Authority and shit. So they did kind of plant the seed for that. So
they kept the strength of the Intercontinental belt by having The Miz have a shot at it. The Miz hasn't been around. Yeah. He has a match. Big Show comes out and punches him before the match starts. It's a no contest.
I don't know. I enjoy watching Miz get beat around a little bit. I don't like the guy.
Yeah, I think he sucks.
So, yeah, but...
you know. And like I said, so you had Roman Reigns, you had to do 3 matches. So you had to watch the 5 moves of doom over and over.
Right.
Him and King Barrett, which just Barrett needs to go away, in my opinion. And then Mark Henry, like,
Yeah.
There's a Divas match, Bella and Paige, blah. They won by
title match.
They won by Twin Magic.
Twin Magic, yeah. Bullshit again.
2015 Twin Magic.
Yeah.
How many times have Twin Magic been involved lately? Like every week there's some Twin Magic.
Just about, yeah. Some sort of Twin Magic, yep.
Because Vince thinks all black people look the same. They don't have to be twins. They just have to be black guys. Black person magic.
Vince McMahon, that is, not Vince Russo.
Yeah. I do think Vince McMahon is a fucking racist. I don't give a shit. I'll say it.
Oh, man.
There's never been a fucking black world champion in WWF. Never.
Mark Henry.
He was never the world champion.
Yeah, he was.
No way.
Yeah, he was.
No way, man. You go ahead and look while I... No way.
He was heavyweight champion. Yeah, he was.
Because I was having this argument the other day with somebody, and we came to the conclusion that there was still no black champion. There was The Rock, but he's not even, I mean, you know, he's like half Samoan. He certainly, you know, doesn't like look African American. Here.
No.
Mark Henry. I'm looking at his shit right now.
Okay. I'm pretty sure Mark Henry.
This is all fucking... This is all weightlifting bullshit. Hold on. I don't know. I don't think he was here for professional wrestling. He was the ECW champ once. I get a World Heavyweight Championship. Is that?
That's when they brought the old WCW World Champions.
So that's not the legit one.
Well, they did mix the two. They did end up fucking.
But this is
merging the
before
two.
that.
I understand.
So yeah, there hasn't been with the main belts. There's yet to be an African American. But even at that, even if you only can pull one, there weren't many, dude. So
no, there wasn't. No, you're right. There wasn't very many.
I don't know. I feel like of all these years, you know, especially considering how many like awesome dudes there was. Booker.
Yeah.
Booker could have fucking.
Booker was also another world heavyweight champion too. Not WWE, but when they brought the WCW belt over.
Well, he brought the WCW belt over. He was champ when he got there.
Okay.
But yeah, still, either way. I was like, got off on a tangent there. That thing just rubbed me wrong, the Twin Magic. Like, I don't know. Immediately I saw it, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
If I'd have been in a, you know, I just feel like if I'd have been in a room and they're like, okay, so they'll do the Twin Magic, and like, do you really think that's a good idea? You know? I'm surprised that nobody was like, maybe we shouldn't do that.
I don't think there's a lot of voice of reason.
No.
In that writing room, dude.
So. Yeah. Randy Orton and Sheamus defeats him by DQ. Orton and Sheamus, the guys wrestled a billion times. Orton is I'm just done with it. Orton and Sheamus, both of them I have no interest in.
Right, dude? Yeah.
Neville beat Bo Dallas again. They've wrestled just like every week for the last month.
Yeah, no shit.
You know, and then
I can't stand looking at Bo Dallas's face, dude. I don't know. There's just something about the guy.
Yeah. But you know, and then the main event was Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt in his third match of the night, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, you have Roman Reigns 3 times. You have Dolph and Kofi, followed by Dolph and Primetime Players versus New Day. Their fucking roster is so thin. It's fucking ridiculous, dude.
And now you added even more injuries this week to it. Yeah, and it's terrible.
Why do you have to have Roman Reigns 3 times, dude? They're trying to build it strong.
Like hell. Yeah, they're trying like hell to put him over. That's why they're kind of having him as Ambrose's buddy right now, because that's their biggest baby face right now. Is Ambrose.
But you got to go with the guy who's like, instead of going with the guy who organically is the one, they want to fucking wedge this other guy in there that the crowd doesn't want. Now, granted, you know, Mark's want him now a little bit, but
yeah, he is kind of getting pops and shit. But
just shows you how fucking silly the mainstream wrestling fan is, you know.
Right.
Like, oh, he got beat up by Brock Lesnar, but he smiled. Ooh, he's tough now. Like, really, dude? That's like the oldest, fucking...
Oldest trick in the book.
Raw, What have I been giving it, like 4s and 5s?
Right.
Oh, dude. I give that 3 Pat Patterson coming out of the closets out of 10.
I'm gonna give it. Oh fuck! I'm gonna give it 3. I'm gonna give it 3 botched pile drivers from Owen Hart to Stone Cold Steve Austin out of 10.
That's ugly.
Yeah,
That fucking that roll up that he had to do after that with a broken neck. He had to win the match. And he does that terrible roll up on Owen for the 3. Like, oh god, I know that's what you're supposed to do. Back in those days, is like finish it, but that's like the dude couldn't even move. Like that roll up was like the worst looking shit ever. Oh man.
Yeah, it was terrible.
It not convincing whatsoever.
Right.
You could barely
absolutely.
even fucking grab his leg. Oh, dude. You needed to have some other kind of exit strategy than that, dude, because that was pretty shitty.
Oh, absolutely. No, I agree.
So that was Raw. Shitty.
Yeah, terrible.
And we're about to shit as we get going here. We're about to shit all over a wrestling show, but I still say WWE is my least favorite of all American wrestling products.
It's not my least favorite. But
well,
there's not too many below it.
Typically, we would go to NXT and then Lucha, but this was Wrestling Warfare Wednesday.
Yes, it was.
So we got the debut of Ring of Honor on Destination America.
Loved it.
And, like I said, I think Impact had a chance here. Because, like I said, I usually would not go out of my way to watch Impact. But the idea of 2 promotions in a row, 3 hours, I was like, ooh, that's cool. So let's just get into Ring of Honor, man. Like, I mean, other than, the historic shit, I guess I followed it more with, like, back when, it was Bryan Danielson and Steen and, your Samoa Joe. At that time, ROH was kind of hit a little bit, and I remember watching a lot of that. But as far as the current product, I was not familiar with it.
I wasn't too familiar with it either.
So I came into it pretty fucking new. So
yeah, pretty green. As well.
What did you think of Ring of Honor, man?
I liked it. I thought it was entertaining. It's not my favorite, but man, it sure jumped up the fucking ladder after this one. I loved the main event. The main event was cool. I think the Briscoes are fucking fantastic.
The Briscoes are fantastic, dude. Absolutely.
And then I didn't. Now, excuse me for like if I screw up some of the guys' names and shit like that. Like I said, I'm pretty fucking green to this Ring of Honor. So, but goddamn, what was that first match?
Kushida and Will Ferreira.
Very, very old school vibe. Will Ferreira, he reminds me of who's the second guy that you fight in Punch Out? Mike Tyson's Punch Out. The second guy after Glass, the guy after Glass Joe.
I should know, but I don't.
Yeah, I should know too. But anyway, he reminded me of that guy. Looked just fucking.
Was he the last real man guy or no?
Yeah, the last real man in wrestling.
He's got a fucking mustache and shit.
Big fucking handlebar mustache.
I was all about it, dude. He reminded me of like one of the Blackjacks or something.
Yeah, dude. That match had an old school vibe. All I could think of in that one was just like Ming. That's what I thought of that whole fucking match. That whole fucking first match.
I thought he had a very fucking Blackjack Mulligan or Blackjack Gonza fucking vibe to him. Very awesome, dude. I like the last real man thing. Yeah. The mustache. He looks like a fucking 70s wrestler build-wise.
He looks like a fucking lumberjack, and it's awesome.
Yeah, I liked it, man. I thought that was a good fucking match. I thought all the matches were actually good. I mean, the Moose and Colby Carino match was obviously a squash.
Yeah, but it's had some cool spots that I've never seen.
I'm all about that Moose, dude. I like the song, the Moose.
Moose.
Yeah, I was like, Moose. I was digging it.
Who's the chick that comes out with him?
Yeah, I have no idea.
She's sexy.
Yeah,
that's all I'm gonna say.
Would that bitch that come out with him? Sexy.
She's sexy.
Yeah, Silas Young over Watanabe was all the match before Moose and Colby Carino. Yep. That was a good match too, man.
Yeah, it was.
I liked it. And then the Briscoes over Donovan Dijak and Dijak, I don't know, and Jay Diesel. The Briscoes, like I said, they had an offer from WWE. Basically, when WWE is like, hey, we offer this. They went back to Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor offered more. And then they went back to WWE, and they're like, well, we got offered this. WWE's like, well, we're not going to do it. And they're like, all right, we're going back to Ring of Honor then. Which I thought was fucking awesome. I thought it was cool to see somebody not take the money and go to NXT.
Right.
And I'm nothing against people who do that, dude. By all means, if you get a shot at NXT or WWE and you think that's the way to go, then by all means, man, get your paper, boo boo. As Cat Williams,
get yourself to that pay window, there, buddy.
As Cat Williams would say, get your paper, boo boo. But I thought it was awesome that they're like, yeah, we're not gonna come there. We're just gonna stay here. I guess they're like legit fucking chicken farmers too.
Yeah, dude, they look like it. They fucking sure the hell look like it. And I think that it was probably the best thing for them to stay in Ring of Honor as far as creatively is concerned. Because you know that the fucking WWE would ruin those guys.
Oh, they'd be the Godwins 2000,
right. But those guys were fucking rad. They reminded me of like a mix between the Bushwhackers and the Dudleys, man. It was fucking cool.
Yeah, they look like dress-wise, they remind me of like how fucking... I was like, wow, that's how I used to dress, fucking like,
right?
Like 2000 fucking
camo shorts. I still sport my fucking camo shorts.
I wear camo shorts constantly.
Oh, yeah,
I have camo shorts of every color. But yeah, back in the really ripped up ones, they reminded me of dudes like in punk bands that I used to play with, back in the day. They're fucking grimy, and they're redneck as fuck, that promo that they had.
It was awesome, man. It was awesome.
They're just in a Quonset, like fucking yelling at the camera. Fuck.
Well, this particular episode was filmed in a hockey arena. You could totally fucking tell.
Well, yeah, no, but they had I saw a promo for them about the show being on Destination America, and they're like standing in a Quonset, and it's fucking awesome.
Oh, really? Now I get you got Jay Bristow, and you got, what's the other one? I get their names mixed up. Like I said, man, I'm pretty green to this, so Jay and I want to say Matt Briscoe. I don't.
It doesn't even say here.
Maybe it's Jack and Jay. Maybe I want to say Jack and Jay Briscoe.
One of them was the heavyweight champion.
Yes, the bald one.
Right.
The one that's not missing all.
Going against Jay Lethal on their pay-per-view. I don't know about them having a pay-per-view. This is another thing I wanted to discuss. Because they kept advertising their pay-per-view. I don't give a fuck what it is, dude. I'm not gonna buy a pay-per-view at this point.
Not for what are they? They're probably gonna charge like what, $30 for it.
Not any pay-per-view. I don't order UFC pay-per-views anymore. I don't order boxing. With the amount of entertainment available in the world, I don't think that really anything's worth paying $50 to watch.
For 3 hours, maybe,
Yeah, I think it's just pay-per-view is an outdated model at this point.
Right.
To me.
Right,
If they were smart, they would just do like Clash of the Champions style shit. Once like NXT has. Once every 3 months you do a longer, 2-hour show, and have your big matches. How many pay-per-views do they sell? 30,000 and shit. I think I've heard some of them 15,000. What's the point of it, man?
Right, because you gotta pay the cable company a certain amount, don't you?
Yeah, they take a cut, and like I said, just at this point, I'm not about it, and especially these days, where if I order stuff, I used to order UFC on my Xbox. On my Xbox One, and like that's cool that you could do that, But so many people, I don't have cable, so I'm not gonna watch it on my computer. That sucks.
Right.
So unless there's a way for me to get the pay-per-view through my Xbox, and that was the same thing I had with that one show from Japan, that the New Japan show from January. I was slightly interested in ordering it, but if I can't order it through a Roku or my Xbox or modern fucking shit, then fuck you. I don't have cable. Most people don't have cable.
Not anymore nowadays. You're right.
No. So, whatever. But yeah, I really liked Ring of Honor, man.
I was pleasantly surprised, dude.
I'm gonna keep watching it.
That jumped up the second tier for me, man.
Yeah. So, yeah, I would say that too. As far as the current products, behind Lucha Underground, I put that number 2 for me.
Absolutely.
As far as
my 3, 4, and 5 might be different than yours, but I'm glad we can agree on our 1 and 2s. So
definitely, and like I said, so I'm gonna keep watching it.
oh fuck yeah,
So we'll keep talking about Ring of Honor. So
fuck yeah, dude, I dig.
yeah, I like it a lot. So I give that show.
I'll give it a. I'm gonna give it a solid. I'm gonna give it a solid 7. Sabu torn biceps out of 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it 7 Dusty Rhodes stomach birthmarks out of 10.
Death Rat did it.
I really liked it.
How is my Dusty getting? Is it getting better?
It's pretty good. I think it's better than when we started.
All right. I've been working on it.
If you will.
Thank you there very much, there, Daddy. I'm gonna take this to the pay window.
Take it into the pay window. So yeah, man, I really liked it, and here you had Impact Wrestling had a shot, man. And now the thing that's funny is they moved it, so they had no. It would have been probably one thing had they said, okay, you're moving to Wednesday, and ROH is going to be right before you. And if they had a week or two to think, okay, let's fucking blow this show up. This show needs to be fucking on,
But what did we get?
And it needs to be fucking a kick-ass show to get people in. Because and the thing is funny, I actually did watch last week's Impact, chunks of it, in preparation for this week. So I'd be like, I kind of knew what's going on. And I thought last week's show was way better than this week's show. Not that it was great, but Impact Wrestling, I sat through 2 hours of this shit live. The show opens, dude, with the TNA Barbershop Quintet. Just stop and think about it. Just let that soak in. 4 dudes as a barbershop quartet. And I guess a quintet, excuse me. And this on this recap that I have here says the TNA Barbershop Quintet. So I don't know if this is a thing. They have their own barbershop quintet. Sounds like a Dixie idea to me.
Yeah, it does.
They sing EC3 to the ring. He's ranked number 1, I guess, in the top 5 rankings. Like I said, they do have rankings, which is funny. Because I just said that like 2 weeks ago. That WWE should have rankings.
Yep, you did.
But basically, they sing, instead of singing for He's a Jolly Good Fellow, they sing for He's a number 1 contender. And he comes down, and it's like a political sort of thing for him to be number 1 contender, like to get there. This is what I saw last week. So there's red, white, and blue balloons, and there's this whole opening promo, and it was terrible. 5 seconds in, man, like Michael was watching it too. And he messaged me. He's like, what the fuck? And I was like, dude, I have no fucking idea what is happening on this wrestling show. And 5 minutes in, I knew it was going to be a long 2 hours. I almost quit multiple times.
Did you really?
Oh, dude.
I'm going to confess that I couldn't bring myself to... I tried.
You had it on DVR, but you couldn't bring yourself to it.
I just couldn't bring myself to it, and there was a time issue as well.
No, dude, it's perfectly good. I was like, that's what I said. You were like, I don't know if I should watch Impact. And I'm like, I watched it, so we're good. I saved you.
All right, I got you next week then.
Yeah, we rotate. I mean, that's the thing with Impact is like, should we bother talking about it? Because, well, 1, it sucks.
And number 2, how long is it going to be around?
September?
That's it,
at this point, it sounds like they're done in September on this channel.
Do we waste our summer with this, or what?
Well, that's just it.
That's the thing.
If they're going to be off this network in September and have no TV, or then
why talk about it if nobody can fucking watch it, man?
And very few people watch it, so
we'll just skim over. We'll skim over Impact. Right
there was there was Angle in his promo. I have the one quote that I wrote down here. Angle comes out to that, what have you, and says that Vern Gagne and Lou Thesz would be rolling over their graves if they saw this. That was the most true statement ever. If they watched this episode of Impact, they would indeed be rolling over in their graves.
Dropping a truth bomb there.
Oh, my.
Kurt Angle. Good one.
And that's the thing with a lot of the stuff, is what I've thought about Impact for a long time, is that it's the other stuff that's bad. The wrestling isn't bad. And like I said, I put this show still. It's terrible. I would still rather watch I would rather watch an hour of Ring of Honor and 2 hours of Impact than 3 hours of Raw. Overall, I found it a more entertaining package.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
And really, for the most part, for me, Impact and WWE are like in the same boat to me.
Okay.
They're about the same level of entertainment. If anything, I think some of the matches and Impact has like usually a decent amount of matches, and the matches have a decent amount of time to them. Excuse me. So if you like wrestling, Impact's kind of a better show. But the writing is way worse.
Oh, I believe that.
You know, some of the matches on the card, you had Bobby Lashley and Eric Young. You know, which it was a pretty good match. You know, I'm not big into Lashley. I think in ring he's good. He's got no personality. You know, he's got a really good look and shit. But there's a lot of dumb shit. Rockstar Spud promo. They have a group of women called the Dollhouse. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
Every time they're on screen, you know, they're in this backstage. It looks like a teenage bedroom or something. And Doll Parts by Hole is playing. Every single time it shows them. And it's like, dude, I'm sick of this song already. And you're never sick of this song? The song plays every time you see him. Like, ugh. They had a women's match. You know, actually, honestly, better than fucking any WWE main card match for women.
That's really not saying a whole lot.
It was wait, was that this week? No, last week they had a women's match in a cage, dude.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Last week on their show was a women's match in a cage. I was like, I don't think I've ever seen women in a cage.
Not that I can remember, dude.
So there's that. But, you know, they have better workers, but they still are as stupid as divas. You know, one chick comes out and, like, bends over, turns her ass to the camera, bends over at the waist, and just starts twerking her ass. And I'm like, ugh, you know, you're a legit athlete for sure. You know. But, yeah, there's a lot of fucking promos and weird backstage. All their backstage stuff is kind of weird. It seems to be in this kind of dark room, and people have conversations like there's not a camera right there, which I always think is, you know, unless you go like a movie, which is like, you know, Lucha Underground's like a movie, so it's a little different than this. You know, this has that like real, like the WWE thing where it's got this reality show sort of feel to it. It's just, they have a lot of factions. The Rising versus the Beatdown.
They have the Bullet
Clan.
Squad or whatever.
No, that's New Japan.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, they had the Rising versus the Beatdown Clan. It was, you know, 3-on-3 tag. It wasn't bad. Actually, that was pretty cool. That two dudes hit the fucking finish was they hit the Doomsday Device for the win.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Awesome,
I was like,
cool.
Fucking Doomsday Device.
Nice, man.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty decent. You know, more bullshits. You know, there's a lot of backstage promos and shit. It's probably as much as WWE, but it's spread out instead of like just a ton in the beginning. Worst shit in the show, there's this segment with James Storm and Mickey James. You remember Mickey James probably from WWE.
Yep.
They like at some office building. I'm not going to get into the whole story of it, but anyway, they're leaving this place, and security camera footage shows them at a train station, and he knocks her onto the tracks, presumably to be hit by a train.
Allegedly.
Like, honestly, dude, really? And you have that security footage from a random train station? The dude just committed murder, dude.
Yeah.
And like I said, Lucha Underground is so established well as complete. It's so bonkers that it's like anything can go. But these shows are like a reality-based thing, you know what I'm saying? So the idea of killing somebody in it is just... It's just fucking stupid.
It takes all the believability out of it, man. Just rips it right out of you.
Yeah, dude.
Granted, you know, you got to, you know, when you go, you're watching pro wrestling, so I mean.
But yeah, this is a 2-hour card, and they had 5 matches only. So
sounds like an episode of SmackDown.
Just a lot of bullshit, and a lot of like promos with storylines that I just don't really give a fuck about.
Right.
Kurt Angle and Rockstar Spud versus EC3 and Tyrus. Tyrus is the... What the fuck was he in WWF? WWE?
Oh, he was
He's that big giant dancing fucker.
Brodus Clay.
Yeah, you take this giant dude who could have been like a fucking monster, should have been a monster. Like, he comes out and dances.
Because that'll make him look tough.
What the fuck? He's a huge son of a bitch.
Yeah, he's what, 350, somewhere
He's
around
a
there?
big fuck, man. He could be... Here he's utilized as, like, EC3's fucking bodyguard. So that's a good thing for him to be, is an intense bodyguard. But I did not like the show. You know, like I said, a lot of the matches, some of the matches were okay. You know, that 6-man tag was fucking cool. But, shit, dude. Overall, it was not good. It was not good at all. I give it the same as Raw. I give it a 3 TNA cancellations. Like that.
Well, I excluded myself from this rating, but
yeah, man, yeah, definitely. You didn't miss much of shit, dude. You missed like a couple of good matches.
Well, I can always go back and look. It's still on my DVR, so.
Shit. Well,
I think that section of the hard drive is corrupt now.
Yeah. You know, we'll see, man. Maybe next week I'll watch it. But to watch 3 hours of it live, you know, I watch Lucha after the fact, and NXT is on demand. So, like, Lucha, I can skip through the commercials on Sling. You know, it's pretty fucking easy to watch. Plus, I love it.
Right.
You know, watching these live, even that's the thing with Raw, it's like you watch Raw live, that's 3 hours, dude. 7 to 10, the same thing as this.
Right.
If I get off work at 5 o'clock, get home, eat some food, you know, take a shower, then I'm gonna, like, my whole evening is 7 to 10 is wrestling. Like, fuck, dude, I've been playing the Farming Simulator 2015. I got crops to do, motherfucker.
Well, I mean, fuck, man. Think about it. We got Raw, that's 3 hours, and then we got 6 hours total on Wednesday alone.
There's not 6 on that, it's 5.
5. Okay, so we're up to 8. Then we got 2 more hours on fucking on Thursday for SmackDown. And then if there's a pay-per-view, dude, that's like fucking 13 to 15 hours of wrestling every week on top of our 40-hour-a-week jobs and on top of our personal lives on top of that too. So, yeah, we're obviously not going to catch everything. So.
No, like I said, the other way, if everybody, you know, if people want to pay enough money so that me and you don't have to go to work anymore, I'll record a 2-hour wrestling podcast every single day.
Yeah, fuck.
But as it stands now, I gotta go to work.
Yeah, make that cheddar.
Yeah, fuck yeah, make that paper, babe, boo boo. Yeah, maybe that's, you know, you kind of watch SmackDown. I don't watch SmackDown anymore. Maybe
I skimmed through. I got through SmackDown in about 45 minutes this morning. Actually,
that's about all there is to it, man.
There wasn't much to it really. The big thing was that we had another entry into the Money in the Bank match.
Yeah.
So now we got 7 guys in there.
Kofi Kingston, dude.
Do you know? Do you have any idea who the 7th is now?
I don't. Who?
He put himself in the match. Kane.
Oh yeah, that's right. So you can watch the Kane, Seth Rollins thing that's been building for like fucking seems for fucking an eternity.
Right.
God, they're so slow with their shit. Let's be done with WWE for the week, which we are.
There was our 1 minute. There's our 1 minute SmackDown review.
Yeah, dude.
There wasn't much. Paige came out and actually kind of.
She had a good promo. Yeah,
she had a good statement. Yeah, she had a good promo, and that was really about
the highlight of it. Yeah, someone sent me that promo, and I thought that was pretty good. Made a little bit of sense for once.
Right.
You know, so that was pretty decent. But yeah, SmackDown is. I don't like the 3 hours of Raw, so the idea that I'm going to watch 2 more hours of it is.
Wow.
Fucking crazy talk, man.
So I suppose asking you to go to a certain big city near us when Raw comes is out of the question completely, huh?
Oh no, that's all you, man. That's
all right, well,
all you.
I'm gonna go. So
you don't want my ass with you and shit like that anyway.
I'm big old fucking negative fucker all weekend.
I'm not negative.
No, I know.
I am positive, but I'm a big fat, slow moving, usually intoxicated sort of character, man. You wouldn't want to deal with me.
So you don't want to? Oh, okay. I won't. No, I'm not gonna say
But yeah,
I will be attending a live Raw event within come August. So
I encourage you to go to that. I encourage you to get a Suplex City Limits sign on the air.
I'm gonna fucking damn near try, dude. I'm gonna fucking try my hardest.
Be awesome.
Best thing about it is, maybe get to see some of these. I'm gonna not exactly go into the arena right away. I'm gonna kind of waltz around, maybe catch a couple guys outside or something.
Nice.
Maybe talk to them a little bit. So
if anybody, that still goes for anybody too, man. You go to any kind of a wrestling show that's filmed, dude. Take yourself a Suplex City Limits sign. Let's see that shit.
Making T-shirts and a lot of people from around here. There's a few people that are going, and I told them that I'd fucking make them a T-shirt if they wore it to the event.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So yeah, I'm gonna probably have about a dozen T-shirts to give out. So
that's something that eventually
you need to get a hold. You need to get a hold of your T-shirt guy for me.
Yeah.
For this. So.
That's the thing with anybody too. For anybody listening, eventually we want to do T-shirts and and some other shit like that, stickers and shit like that. So
coffee mugs.
But already, like I said, we already run at a deficit. So we gotta get our pool some of our personal money to try to fucking buy some shirts to sell and shit. So,
yeah.
if you'd like to buy a suit, you know what our logo looks like. If you wanna, we have some other shirt designs and stuff, ready for the future. But if you'd buy a Suplex City Limit shirt, hit us up on Twitter at Suplex City Limit. Let us know.
We'll give you a shout out on there.
Let us know if you think we should get some shirts and shit.
Yeah, boy.
We have to handle it ourselves, though. You can get on Pro Wrestling Tees when you have, what do you do,
You have to have, it's like a
3,000 or 10,000?
3,000 Twitter followers, and we're not quite there yet.
Because that would be the best deal. You can get it on there, then, they handle it all, and they just give you some money.
So go follow us, Suplex City Limit.
Because they handle, all the making of it. They handle the shipping. It's worldwide shipping on there and shit.
Worldwide.
Whereas now, when we'll start doing shirts. We're gonna be if you buy a Suplex City Limits shirt in the future, it'll be fucking me or Rando putting it in an envelope and sending it to you.
Pretty much. Yep, pretty much. So.
Actually, through my work, I would have an outlet for some shipping materials, probably at a discount.
Perhaps, yeah, perhaps.
Excellent. So yeah,
all we need is vanilla envelopes, really. So.
There you go. Moving on in the week, we've got we'll save Lucha for the end.
Oh, of course.
Talk NXT a little bit. I don't think they're trying to sign a lot of people now.
Yep.
Sounds like AJ Styles possibly. I've heard some other people too. They've also got Uhaa Nation waiting in the wings.
Yep. I heard.
I'm stoked for him to fucking premiere. They've been, they showed last week. They had Chad Gable, who's Gable. Is that his name?
Yes.
Is that what his name was?
Yeah,
He's from around here. He's from Minnesota.
Yep.
But yeah, this week, not a lot really. You just kind of touched on NXT as a whole. I like NXT. I mean, it's my third favorite, I guess, behind Ring of Honor. It's quite a ways down from Ring of Honor. But it certainly is a solid number 3. It's certainly better than WWE or Impact as far as I'm concerned.
I'd probably have to say WWE's about even on my side. I'd have to say probably they're tied for third on my end here. So,
but right now, NXT's a little fucking slim. You got Sami Zayn's out hurt. Atomic's out hurt.
Yep.
Owens is gone.
Yep.
And they really need to fucking, get Uhaa Nation going. Why hasn't he debuted yet, man? He's ready. He needed nothing. He needed to walk in the ring, walk in the building, and get in the fucking ring. He's ready to go.
Yeah, I agree.
And they still
100%.
don't say a name when they show him. They'll show little things about him, and they don't say a name.
No?
Just call him Uhaa Nation. Don't fuck around with me.
Right. No, I agree completely.
Damn it. So yeah, you had NXT. Adam Rose came out. Adam Rose and Tyler Breeze. That was interesting. The crowd was chanting, "We want Kruger." No, and then the "No, we don't" response. Loud, dude.
Yeah, they were.
So what? We want you to go back to your old gimmick. That already people decided was not good enough. He almost got. Hey, they had to come up with the Adam Rose thing. Saved his career. Because they were like, this, it's not going anywhere.
No,
so,
it really wasn't.
It was a pretty decent match, actually. It was a pretty good match, actually. I like Adam Rose. At this point, he doesn't have the people coming out with him anymore. He's a little more pissed off. Kind of. I
Right.
actually don't. I mean, like I said, since that NXT special they had on ESPN, like I like him as a guy, so it's hard for me not to like root for him because I just wanted the dude to succeed. So I wish they would fucking work with us and like let that happen, but they're not going to.
No.
Tyler Breeze wins the beauty shot. It's a highlight of Dana Brooks' fitness competition. That's where that bitch should still be, is doing fitness competitions. Fucking terrible. I have to shit on her every week. She didn't wrestle this week, but I still have to shit on how terrible she is.
Yep.
Eva Marie comes out. And, dude, the crowd fucking I can't believe they... Unless they're planning on trying to book her heel, the crowd destroyed her. I haven't seen a crowd so anti-somebody, dude. Like, it put the John Cena shit to shame, dude. They fucking ate this chick alive. And they're chanting, the whole time they're chanting, "You can't wrestle," which is exactly right. She can't wrestle. She needs to just fucking go away, dude. They've been trying to teach her how to wrestle because she was just kind of a pair of tits. You know, really, is all she was before this.
Mm-hmm.
And they keep sinking money into her. She's been under contract with that company and done nothing for years. I just don't get it, man. Why? But yeah, so they shit all over it. Now it's good. Really Regal, like I said, he announced Owens Finn Balor for that Japanese card. I'll watch it on demand when I get out of bed on the 4th of July, thanks. But after I watch the fucking hot dog eating contest. I don't know. Is that tradition for you? I was telling my girlfriend about that. That's like my tradition. I wake up every 4th of July and I watch the Nathan's world famous hot dog eating contest from Coney Island. Every single 4th of July on ESPN.
Not this guy. I probably sleep till about 12:30.
And I don't know when it's on. I think it's on around noon. But
then I go to the festivities that we always go to every 4th of July. So.
Yeah. I saw an invite went out for that. So
Yeah. I'm pretty excited for that.
Those people are having a good time.
I guess so, man.
Oh, dude, every 4th of July we drink a lot of beers. We get sideways. We blow a lot of shit up.
Dude, last year was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Last year was a lot of fun when the kids made they had all those freaking tanks that Ty brought, those little tanks they just made a big pile of them and just lit them on fire. It was sweet.
The thing I thought was funny about 4th of July last year was that it was like me and you kicking it, like you got the pink macho, the pinkish
I got my
macho
pink
man
macho
shirt
shirt
on, and
on.
I got a fucking Hogan shirt on. Or something like total wrestling nerds.
Oh yeah, it was a good time.
Oh.
It's always a fucking good time over there.
Considering that, it's no surprise that we started a podcast about wrestling.
Yeah, no shit, right? Fuck, we were talking about it back then, I think, man.
Yeah?
We talked about it for a long time before we finally pulled the
I
trigger
wanted to
on
do this
shit.
for a long time, yeah, and I was kind of bouncing around on, like, who to do it with and how to do it, because I didn't really know how to do it. So I'm glad that we, I'm glad.
Well, I didn't start watching this shit until you invited me to the group. Then I was like, well, if I'm going to be a part of this group, I better start watching this shit again.
Yeah, that was the start of it, man. I think, like, when the network came out, I mean, I was always into old wrestling, but when the network came out, I just started, like, I got it. I started watching old shit, and then I got the pay-per-views free, you know, so I was like, I started watching it, and I don't like the new product, but somehow it completely got me back into wrestling, listening to wrestling podcasts, and, you know, I don't know. Like last week, I watched the Super J Cup from 94 and 95. That shit's fantastic, man.
Right? Mutual friend watched, I gave him my password and everything for the network, so he can watch it too, but he said he watched, what did he watch? SummerSlam 98?
Okay.
Said it was a good one. I do believe that was the Mega Powers.
98? You mean 88?
Or I'm sorry, 89. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Dyslexia is kicking in a little bit.
Yes.
But 89. So I think that was the DiBiase and Andre the Giant versus the Mega Powers.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I think that's what he watched. So
Brad Meltzer, you know, the widely respected from the Wrestling Observer newsletter, said that the Super J Cup 94 is the single greatest night of wrestling ever. Might not be that far off, dude.
I'll have to watch that.
you have to fucking get into the style of it. 95 is really easy to watch on YouTube. This one guy has it up in 3 sections.
Oh, okay.
It's all in Japanese, but still fucking awesome.
Well,
It has that slower. Every match is about 10-15 minutes, and they all have that Japanese style where they all start pretty slow. They all start with a lot of chain wrestling on the ground, a lot of submissions, and it's interesting, man, how every match is like they're masterfully built to where they move, they get faster and faster, to where once they get to the point where they're doing the crazy like fucking moonsaults off the top to the outside, it's so much more exciting because there's been this 5-minute fucking back and forth submission fucking thing. So that's the thing. It starts really slow. All the matches start really slow. You know, I could see a lot of people probably being turned off by it. But, man, there's some great shit in there, dude. 95 was, you had Jericho, who was working in Japan at that time. He was working for War. So you had him. You had Benoit as Pegasus Kid. You had Eddie Guerrero under a mask, Black Tiger.
Okay, cool.
One of them had, is it 95 or 94? Dean Malenko was involved. I
miss Dean Malenko, man.
Yeah, there's also a special. In 95, before the final match, they had like a special attraction match. And it was Psychosis and Ray in Japan.
Ooh.
Fucking 1995, so pre-WCW. Oh, dude, fucking good.
Nice.
Lots of awesome matches on those, man. Hayabusa is on the 94 one. And like I said, I'm a giant fan of Hayabusa. Fucking, it's really good shit, man. You know, I like all the masked guys and the Mexican guys mostly. Some of the Japanese masked dudes. Ultimo Dragon was in one.
Cool.
Jushin Thunder Liger.
Nice.
So, like, all those dudes. But there's a lot of, like, just a Japanese guy, you know? Some dude, he's Japanese. That's all he really seems to have as a character. You know, to me. Because he doesn't have a mask. He doesn't have anything going on. He's just a dude. So I'm like, but they're still good matches.
Right.
Yeah, definitely awesome. Worth checking out to anybody who, like, hasn't watched some, like, old Japanese shit, man. Super J Cup, 94, 95. Very awesome. They need to bring back the Super J Cup. They haven't had one since 2009.
It gets the Jim Vicious seal of approval.
Does, dude. There's a lot of good Japanese shit, man. And I wasn't even bothered. I watched 95 didn't have commentary for some reason.
Really?
As far as like when I watched it, the one I watched anyway.
That'd be kind of that'd be
94 had full Japanese commentary.
That'd be a little strange.
It didn't
watching
really
a wrestling event without commentary.
Didn't really bother me that much, you know. I mean, well, it's none or Japanese. Which do you prefer? I guess.
Yeah, that's.
You know, I don't mind the Japanese, but I don't know. I know what's going on. You know, I don't need some dude to tell me a fucking Hunan Kanrada. I know Hunan Kanrada. You know.
That's very true, yeah.
But, yeah, really good shit. And it says that, you know, that very, like, reminded me of, like, you remember, like, you ever watch Pride fighting from there?
Yeah.
They had, like, the really crazy opening ceremonies. Like, the Super J Cup has this, like, super crazy fucking... One of them, the ring announcer, has, like a fucking Captain and Tennille sort of thing going on. Oh. He looks like he has Captain Crunch's fucking costume on.
Looks like he's ready to fucking take the Love Boat out for
It's blue with yellow. He looks like fucking Captain Crunch or something, dude.
Oh, that's awesome.
Funny as fuck.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
But yeah, that's good shit. Check it out.
Good stuff.
Back to NXT. That was all in the middle of NXT, sorry. Carmella and Alexa Bliss. Terrible. Terrible.
Dude's knucklehead.
Terrible. All I can say about that is terrible. Alexa Bliss won by pinfall. Great. I forgot all about that the Vaudevillains were a thing. They had a match.
Yep.
Jason Jordan, that was the guy from last week who I was talking with Chad Gable. He's like, I already got a partner. His partner was Marcus Louis, who's a French guy he's that former... oh, fuck. What is that sport now? God damn it.
Curling?
No, curling.
I don't know.
Rugby.
Oh, okay.
He's a French former rugby player. And he's one of those dudes that they're like, you know how they were with they had that guy who's a bobsledder. Like, we're going to make him a wrestler. And then they released him because fuck off. Like, why wouldn't you get dudes from the indies? Just get guys from the indies. Like, I could name so many talented fucking dudes, indie guys who should be there in NXT. Start with a guy, even if you have only a basic understanding of wrestling, you're at least fucking better off than the guy who's a fucking rugby player.
Right. Or a bobsled.
Or a goddamn bobsledder. But yeah, this guy looks like fucking... He looks like Nosferatu.
Oh,
He almost looks like Nosferatu, but he almost looks like... Oh, goddamn. I'm intoxicated.
Uncle Fester?
No, Baron von Raschke.
Oh, okay.
He actually really looks like Baron von Raschke, actually. Bald and kind of scary looking. He makes a lot of, like, weird faces, almost like a fucking horror film creature. I don't know. It was whatever. The Vaudevillains won. I think the Vaudevillains is fucking stupid.
Yep.
How far are you going to go with that, dude? They're old-timey wrestlers. Wow.
Yep.
Their entrance is in black and white.
Yeah, you can beat it into the ground, man.
I mean, you take that to the main card, you can't do it. That's a comedy thing. That's going nowhere.
Nope.
And I just hate when they do that shit, you know? The Ascension was another one of those. You know, or Adam Rose, or any of those, you know? Where it's just like, this has no fucking legs at all. Why are you putting these guys in this, you know? Finn Balor versus Rhino was the main event, which obviously Balor's going to win. And that's the thing is, like, with wrestling, obviously it's predetermined, but, like, it can't be a match that I absolutely, positively know who's going to win. Especially as a main event.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I mean, what's the point of that, dude? I mean, you know, obviously Balor goes over, and it was a good match. I like Rhino, dude. I've
always liked Rhino, too, man.
I mean, being, like, one of those last of the ECW guys, man. Of, like, the OG fucking ECW guys.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yep.
I'd like to see more of that, you know, where you have an older guy, not crazy old, but a dude, you know, is a little older and hasn't been working, you know, in the main shit. Bring him back and have him do a tenure there, you know, where he trains for 6 months. He helps train people, and then he gets in the ring and wrestles some people, you know. I would like to see more of that down there.
Oh, I agree.
You know, I'd like to see older dudes come back and have matches with young guys, because that's what those dudes need. You know, they don't have a territory system anymore to fucking learn, you know, and you got to learn on the fly. You can train all you want, you can practice as much as you want, but there's nothing better than getting out there and fucking doing it with a guy who knows what he's doing, who can show you something, you know?
Right,
So,
absolutely.
I'd like to see more of that, because that's what Rhino's doing, I'm sure.
Right.
You know, and
he's not he's a big guy, but he's not one of these herdy guys, so he doesn't...
Surprisingly.
You know. Right.
Yeah, I dig him, man. I like that he's there, so... I'd like to see more of it, though, you know? Even if it was like fucking Billy Gunn, dude. I think he works down there training.
That doesn't surprise me.
Billy Gunn having a match, or even the New Age Outlaws having a match, I guess.
Billy Gunn's he's probably the best, or the most in shape out of all of them guys, so.
They won the tag belts, last year?
Yeah.
And they look good as fuck! Did they not?
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
I thought they were like, dude, they could still do it, man. Because Billy can still fucking work, dude. He's still good, and, you know, fucking the other cat never really wrestled anyway.
Right.
He had like a couple moves he did. I mean, he got over because of the fucking...
Because of his mic skills.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't know? I love that. When they were coming back and shit, when they hit the fucking... when they would come out for their intro and they would do that old school thing, I fucking loved it, man.
Yeah.
I was happy as shit.
Oh, they worked the crowd. Yeah.
Sitting here watching it like, you best better call somebody.
Your neighbors are like, what the fuck is going on over there?
Oh, they know.
Oh, they know.
They both know what I do over here. They probably think that too when they go late at night, because like they go outside out the back door here. It's right outside my door, so you can hear what I'm watching and shit.
Oh, I suppose.
You know,
yeah,
so I'm sure when they walk by, they hear, you know, like Japanese and like banging around, people fighting and shit. Japanese really loud at like 4 a.m. They're like, what the? That guy's a weird motherfucker. I'm glad he keeps to himself.
Oh, shit.
So, then, the only thing we had left on the week is Lucha Underground.
Oh, it's about time for dessert.
I've been waiting for dessert all night.
Give me a little extra whipped cream on this
Well,
chocolate
we had-
French silk pie that you're going to serve me up here, buddy.
We had to eat our WWE vegetables first, man.
That's right. How can you have your pudding when you don't eat your meat?
Well, that's not the meat. I'd say, if this is
Liver?
if this is
Liver
the
and onions,
dessert,
maybe?
fucking Ring of
Ring of
Honor.
Honor
Ring of
would be
Honor
the
is your
main,
main course, and
Yep.
yeah, the WWE for me is
Your
an
salad.
impact of like a fucking shitty fucking mix of two vegetables I don't like. They're like fucking like lima beans and fucking something else. I don't know. Asparagus and lima beans or some shit.
Oh, I like asparagus.
Yeah, I guess I don't mind it, but anyway,
Anyway.
food again, dude. Talking about
Yeah, what the fuck, dude? Whatever.
it happens.
That's all good. Lucha Underground.
Lucha Underground. I thought it was awesome, dude. As usual.
As usual.
They kind of advanced the Chavo thing with Black Lotus.
I like Chavo.
So then he goes from the one cat, takes the deal, all of his debts are paid off. And then he goes to Dario and takes the deal from Dario.
Yep.
Protection from Mexico.
Yep.
They jump her. I think maybe that's later in the show, I guess, but
Yeah, that's
so he
a
takes
couple
the deal.
seconds down, yeah.
And so you have the first match of the night. Argenis, who's awesome,
Yep.
and Jack Evans.
Jack Evans is a pretty decent heel, I think.
He's fucking good, dude.
Yeah, he is.
I think even Dave Meltzer this week was like, how would this guy not a fucking giant star in wrestling?
Right?
That's a good point. How is that guy not a fucking NXT?
Very true.
Got a fucking rugby player and a bobsledder. They have no room for dudes like Jack Evans.
The whole fucking roster of fucking Lucha could make it to NXT, no fucking problem.
Like everybody.
Yeah, everybody.
Except the old guys.
Including the ring announcer.
Yeah, no shit, man.
Sexy.
This is Argenis' return from having his arm broken by Pentagon Jr.
Yep.
That was an awesome match, dude. I enjoyed it. Before it started, Dario came out and he made it for one of the Aztec medallions, one of the Dragon Balls.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a perfect reference.
Evan.
Don't steal that, Russo, you asshole.
Evans won the match. I guess this says that no medallion is handed out, but I mean it was 4-1, so I'm sure.
Yeah.
That
So now he's
Evans
immortal.
has one. Well, you gotta have all 7 of them, dude.
Oh, you have to have all 7 to be immortal? Okay.
And he had 7 already. Like Dario's like, I got 7 of these. Now I'm gonna start giving them out to people.
Right?
So like, what? Jack Evans has one. I forget who has the other one.
The cat that got, son of a bitch. Can't remember. The Ghoulies came after him that one week.
Oh, Phoenix?
Yeah. He's got one, doesn't he?
I don't know.
I think he did win that
The
one.
Dragon Balls. All I can think is like, how is this gonna figure itself out by the fucking season finale in August? I don't know.
Right.
How are these? How is
I'm
this
kind of
open?
excited for a few things that happen later on in the show, but yeah.
Davari lets Rick know that they have a trios title match. Rick, suggests the Mac, but Cage shows up and they had like this show more than any other the ones in the past had a lot of backstage
It did. It
Like,
had a lot of backstage
fighting.
Excuse me.
Yeah, a lot of backstage fighting, more than usual,
A lot more than
But
usual,
it was
yeah.
cool, man.
Yeah, it was.
Cage is like throwing them back and forth between these lockers, and the way it's filmed, it's you forget you're watching a wrestling show, and you kind of start thinking you're watching like
A movie.
a kung fu movie. I think
you.
it just gives that vibe. The whole thing gives me a kung fu vibe.
Thank you, Robert Rodriguez, for that.
Oh god damn it, yes. And that, or a grindhouse sort of feel, or
Exactly. I was just gonna say that, dude. You took the words right out of my
Yeah,
mouth.
just really
got
awesome.
Such a grindhouse feel to it.
that
Yep.
mixed with a lot of shit lately has been kind of horror film style, and it's just awesome. But throws them back and forth between the lockers. One of them tips over. He like fucking power bombs them on top of it.
Yep.
Looks fucking awesome, dude.
Our mutual friend Steve was watching that with me, and he said that was the most entertaining show.
What's that? He said his first time watching it.
It was first time watching it. Yep. So I had to go back and show him like the Angelico spots, and
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to show him the casket match or anything like that. But we got another fan, so
Dude,
got
I
another
was gonna
fan
say
of
that,
Lucha.
man. I like how fucking grassroots Lucha is.
Right, dude.
Whether that's our podcast or even like Solemn Monster, every week the guy's like, watch this fucking show. Like I know single-handedly you and I have turned lots of people onto this show, man.
Right.
In our wrestling group, we fucking harp on people nonstop. Even some other guy in there was like, he's like, this is the first episode I watched, and it's fucking awesome.
And then we made the reference because Nate said something about one of his favorite producers.
Yeah.
Is in the show, and then I was like, yeah, it's Robert Rodriguez, and they're like, holy shit, no wonder the shit's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
no wonder fucking it is, man. So,
all right,
best product out there, guys. Get out and fucking watch that shit. Yeah. Keep that shit on the air, man. Give us something at least good to talk about every week, so we don't have to shit on everything.
Yeah.
Well, now that Ring of Honor's out, that gives us two really nice things to talk about.
That's good. But yeah, like it's like everybody who's a fan of lucha is like a fucking member of a street team almost,
Right.
Like everybody is trying to spread it all the time and like trying to get
man.
People on board with it. So
tell your fucking friends, man. I'll send you the link to the Angelico spots because those spots alone got fucking.
A lot of times I post the match to. I didn't this week. I didn't think the final match was like all that exciting, but
it wasn't terribly exciting. No.
When you get a woman and a man together, it's like it can't be that great, but it was good anyway. And I usually share the match, like the main event, on like Fridays or whatever on our page because that's when they share it. So I just forwarded it on. But worth checking out. So the trios match: Son of Havoc, Angelico, and Ivelisse, who still has a broken leg.
Yeah.
Big Rick, Daivari, and Cage. It was a pretty fucking crazy match. There's a lot of awesome shit in there.
I'm starting to really like the team of Havoc and Angelico and Ivelisse, man.
Look at how I wanted to talk about how the progression of Angelico as a character. When that dude first premiered, I was like, I don't like this guy.
Yeah.
And his first couple matches, I was like, he's all right in the ring, but he's really skinny. He's got like kind of Justin Bieber hair.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, I don't like this guy. I don't know.
And then,
but over time, he has become a lot of people's favorite, man.
Oh man, his spots alone gained him tons of fans. Those 2 spots off the top.
So you got him, and you got Angelico, but then you also have, like we always talk about, Son of Havoc, who was booked to lose every single match when he came in, losing matches to women.
And the fucking people love the guy, man.
Yeah, that's
fucking awesome.
You bring a guy in, and he loses every match, and he loses to women, and yet he's still over his shit.
Right.
Because, like we said, he doesn't come out and lose in 30 seconds. He comes out, he'll lose a good match. That's what WWE, if you want Adam Rose or fucking, Zack Ryder to lose, that's fine, but, like, make it competitive and give it fucking some time.
Right.
You have them go out and just, like, be a complete fucking... It's like they're using some of their guys as complete jobbers now, like old school, like no-name jobbers. They may as well start doing that at this point.
Oh yeah,
just have Joe fucking shithead.
Yeah.
You might as well, because that's what these guys are at this point. That's what they use, right. Like Adam Rose and Zack Ryder and shit.
Right. You don't you just had a couple of guys that looked like they're like there to set up the lights, come out and get like beat up by the Undertaker when he first came out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You look at that team in this too, man. Big Rick and Cage together is fucking ridiculous.
They're
and
huge.
Daivari's a big motherfucker too.
Yep.
So like that whole team was just like fucking meat.
I had to make the reference when we were watching it. What is Daivari's fucking deal, man? Comes out looking like Ricky from fucking Trailer Park Boys, holding the fucking glass and with his chains and everything. It was fucking funny.
He always drinks, he drinks and smokes, and I love that he comes out drinking and smoking, and fucking Rick comes out with a cigar,
a big fucking cigar. Yeah.
Even like Vampiro's like, this guy, he fucking drinks, he drinks in the ring, disrespectful. Like I think that's funny. He comes out with a rocks glass full of fucking fake whiskey, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Drinks it down, and it's like that's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I like Daivari. I think he's alright. I like him as the super rich fucking Middle Eastern guy. That's fucking well done. I like that at one point Ivelisse gets frustrated and just goes and like sits in the crowd.
Yeah. And her constant nagging the whole match.
Yeah.
Dude. Holy cow. Vampiro said it best, dude. Could you imagine waking up to that voice every morning? Boom.
No shit.
Good one.
Tejano popped up in this match.
Yes, he
Interfered on behalf of the champions, and Havoc won with a shooting star press. His awesome laid out shooting star press.
Yes, it is.
One of my
Nailed it. Perfect. It was a perfect press.
One of my favorite shooting star presses of all time, actually.
Yep. And he landed it perfect 5-star once again.
And that guy was on Tough Enough, and they fucking sent him home.
Right?
He is fucking dummies. That shows how good they are picking people. Like I always say, where's Big Andy at, dude?
Ha!
Fucking shit. Any of those guys who won that shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like fucking American Idol. Being a runner-up is just a better fucking position than winning.
Right?
It seems.
We had the spot. Oh no. Did we talk about the next cut with Chavo? Because I think that's where it was, was after this match. Yep.
Where they jump her and fucking like awesome. That fight scene was very kung fu style.
It was, man. It was edited really well.
It reminded me of Kill Bill or something.
Yeah, it did, man. Yeah, it did. It was cool. I liked it.
It was really awesome. Yeah, she kind of
that hit where like she kicks that dude in the chest and like they like sped up the film to make it look like he just smashed against the wall like really hard. That shit was fucking cool.
Yeah.
I like that, man. It's great editing in that spot.
The filming and shit of everything is great. Yeah.
Yeah.
She eventually succumbs. And they smashed her in the head with a stick, dude.
Yeah, dude. And then Chavo whips out the handcuffs.
Yeah, and they take her into Dario's office, and like he says, he's gonna put her in a cage down right across from his brother, so he's never lonely again.
That's right.
And her goal was, the goal of Black Lotus was to kill
Dario's brother.
Yeah,
yes.
and probably Dario too. So that's as far as that went. The final match, she had Sexy Star and Pentagon Jr. And this is the thing too, man. Just people talk about the give divas a chance, and all this stuff, and they're like, oh, the way women are used in WWE and shit. Dude, you want a fucking like badass female wrestler? People talk about like, oh, they're never women. Will women ever main event? This is the main event of the show, man, and you got this chick in it.
Mm-hmm.
And she's positive, and like just a complete like fucking. Any girl who likes wrestling, the other thing is I don't think you could have a little girl watch the show, probably.
Not this particular show, no.
But, that's the thing with her, man. She's positive, and doesn't come out and fucking shake her tits or shake her ass. She's in a little get-up. I'll give you that, a little skirt and a little top or whatever.
Right.
But, dude, if she fucking can wrestle, like that match, there wasn't anything that I was like, ugh. It was good, man. Like,
it was. It was a solid match, dude. Yeah.
They usually have her working with him.
Oh yeah, with Pentagon, yeah.
I don't know. They seem to work pretty good together. So that is good. But I liked the match, man. I thought it was good. She's really impressive for a woman, man.
Yeah, she is.
As far as female workers, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if she's a Charlotte or Sasha Banks. I mean, she's kind of a different thing. She's got that lucha style. She's almost got a little. If anything, she's like a Lita,
Right.
But probably better. Maybe
yeah,
better than Lita? I don't know. I mean...
I don't know. I'd probably say they're on par with each other.
Has Sexy Star wrestled a woman yet? I don't think she has.
I don't think so. No, I think you're right on that.
Because Ivelisse has wrestled, but she just wrestled Havoc, and she's wrestled, the crew and shit.
Yeah, yep.
So, maybe really early they did, but I thought it was a... I thought it was a really good fucking match overall. Superfly showed up. He was she beat him in that mask match recently.
Mask versus mask match. Yep.
Yeah. So he comes in, drills her in the face, allowing Pentagon to score the package pile driver, which is like one of the coolest looking finishers ever.
Oh, and dangerous though, man. Holy shit.
Yeah, you see her fucking you tuck your head fucking forward on that motherfucker, dude.
Yeah, oh yeah, as forward as you can get, man.
Yeah, dude. I wouldn't fucking take that move.
I wouldn't try that move on somebody.
If they're like, well, you're gonna be with this guy, I'd be like, I'm not taking that package pile driver. You'd fuck off with that shit.
No shit, man.
Give a fuck. Not.
I like the feeling of my legs. Thank
Yeah.
you very much, as well as the rest of my body.
And how is it? I'm not aware. I mean, granted, this is a different thing, so you probably wouldn't hear about injuries, I guess, as much as you do WWE.
True.
But how many people have been hurt in Lucha that you're aware of, right?
Like real hurt?
Like, well, Eva Lee's hurt her leg.
That is for real though, huh?
I think so, yeah. I mean, they wouldn't be doing stills. She's got a cast. It looks like a real cast. As far as everyone's aware, it is legit, so.
Okay.
I mean, that's why they were sitting over there and shit.
Right.
But other than that, as far as I'm aware, there haven't been anybody who, really got hurt there. I think Strone came in and he was already hurt or kind of got hurt in Mexico maybe.
Yeah.
But no, they're doing the craziest shit. But no one really seems to be getting hurt,
That's because they, there's like a brotherhood with that. Those guys take care of each other in the ring and shit like that. You can tell.
And everybody there is good as fuck. If there was
Right.
somebody, I would worry about Cage probably.
Yeah. I would probably worry. About
if there was that.
hurting,
But some of those other dudes, fucking go for it, man. They know what they're doing.
Right? Yeah, for sure, man. They work well together. They're all. I'm sure a lot of them train together.
I don't think there's anybody there who can't work.
Oh,
Good.
Absolutely.
Maybe
not.
that Marty the Moth guy. I don't know. I haven't seen enough of that. I don't know what that's about. But for the most part, all those guys are top end, man. Everybody's really fucking good.
Yeah. The talent on that roster is by far the best on any promotion.
Yeah. Pentagon goes to break Sexy Star's arm. Fucking Vampiro hits the ring. I thought it was awesome.
That was fucking cool. Yes.
Vampiro stops it, and then at the end of the show, it kind of cuts to backstage. Really that was filmed awesome.
Yeah, that was.
He's
kind of
backstage looking in the mirror.
Fighting with himself a little bit. Yeah.
The way that they filmed it, they'd have weird sounds and weird effects on it, and
you could hear his thoughts and shit like that. Yeah, it was
so
rad.
good. And he starts smashing his fucking head into the mirror and shit.
Yep.
And then the show ends. Holy fuck, dude.
I think you're gonna see.
Is he gonna come out? Yeah, I hope he does.
I think he's gonna they're gonna book a match with him and Sexy Star against Pentagon, and the other cat. I'm sorry. So much wrestling to remember. I can't. The dude that lost his mask to Sexy Star. Superfly, yeah. So you have a Pentagon Junior Superfly against Sexy Star and Vampiro. I bet that's.
The first thing I did actually when we got done was I googled how old he was. He's almost 50, man.
Yeah, but you got Flair. Well, did his career end by injury, or did he just?
I'm not sure. I guess.
Okay.
After WCW, I don't think it was anything that WWE was really interested in.
Right.
I don't recall him going there.
Oh man, can you imagine him coming out next week in full fucking getup?
The OG getup?
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. I think that's what's gonna happen next week, and I'm fucking excited. It's gonna happen soon. It's gonna happen soon.
I actually really liked the guy back in the day.
Oh, I did too.
WCW, I liked him a lot.
Yep.
I thought his gimmick was cool. Later on, it was with members of the Misfits, which
I was just gonna say that. Yeah. Yep.
I was not a big fan of that.
Well, yeah.
But before that, he was really kick-ass, man. I liked his fucking get-up, and I liked everything about it. Good worker.
Yep.
So I'd be cool to see him.
And he's a good announcer too, man. He knows his fucking history and all that shit, man. He's great to listen to, man. He seems like the kind of dude you could just sit down and talk wrestling with for hours and hours.
He's fucking Canadian.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah. He said that on the last show here.
How does he get away with talk? He's 48 years old, by the way. How the fuck does he get away talking so fucking Mexican? I mean, I know he lives in Mexico, I think, now, and he obviously wrestled there a lot.
I think he spent a lot of time down there, because did he train up at the Heart Dungeon before he came out of Canada? I want to say he did.
But he got to start working for International Wrestling out of Montreal.
Okay.
1984 at the age of 16.
Ooh, wow, dude.
He has credited Abdullah the Butcher as his trainer, I guess.
Oh, okay.
But who knows about that?
Okay.
His first holy fuck, man. Vampiro's first match was a tag team victory with Perioth Jr. over Moger and Hurricane Sevilla. 1985. That's the year of
was-
WrestleMania 1, dude.
He was 17 years old?
Mhm.
Wow.
Then he went 1991 to 98. He was in Mexico at Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre. That's until 98. When did he come to WCW? He also worked in some other places. He worked in Japan, 93, 94, 96. 98 through 2000 in World Championship Wrestling. Like I said, he was good. After that, he went to CMLL, 2001 to 2005. Worked in All Japan for a while. I guess he worked in TNA in 2003, at least briefly. That'd be cool.
Okay.
I might have to check that out. Vampiro and Slash defeated CM Punk and Julio De Niro. So he had a match with CM Punk. That's pretty cool. You know that shit? CM Punk I actually somehow did not know that until recently, that CM Punk was in TNA.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, I saw it a couple weeks ago, and I was like, holy fuck. I'd never paid any attention to TNA. So I had no idea. He briefly worked in TNA.
Okay. I just followed him on Twitter. I'm going to send him a message right after we're done here.
But, I mean, he wrestled as recently as May 2013. So...
2013, so yeah. Where was that at? What promotion was that with?
Watch out. Which one?
His last match, the 2013.
Who was it with?
Yeah, no, I mean, what promotion was it with? I'm sorry.
Well, he did, let's see here. I don't know, I lost it now.
Okay, alright.
At AAA Mexico.
Okay, cool. So it was...
Don't look too far because there is some information that hasn't aired yet down below there, so beware of that.
Okay.
If you Wikipedia him, don't go too far down.
Alright.
Don't go too far down.
I like the surprise. I'll read spoilers for like WWE and shit, but I like Lucha. I like to be surprised with this.
I don't watch. I don't look at NXT. I don't like spoilers, man. Especially with Lucha. Like that's the thing. Is like the final thing happened already, but I don't fucking want to know. Somebody told me I'd slap their fucking balls.
Right.
So fuck out of here. My favorite wrestling. There's no show that I'm just like on Wednesdays. I'm like fucking stoked. When I'm at work, I'm like, oh fuck yeah, dude, Lucha's tonight. Like, it's a badass hour of wrestling.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna give it, as always, 9 Vampiro fucking returns out of 10.
I'm gonna say one thing. Didn't it seem like this week that they used some like different camera angles and shit?
You
like
mentioned that. I guess I didn't during the match. You think?
Yeah, during the matches, like when they'd pull off big moves, they would change to like the overhead camera, and then you'd never really see the impact of the move and shit like that. I just kind of noticed that a little bit more. I guess a little bit more this week than normal. But other than that, man, I give it always a 9. I'm gonna give it 9. What did you say?
Vampiro returns to the ring.
Okay, that's yeah. I'm gonna give it 9. What is it? Fuck. I'm gonna give it 9. I'm just gonna give it a fucking 9.
9 Brooke Hogan mansions out of 10.
9 Brooke Hogan fucking 9 warehouses full of Brooke Hogan pop CDs that are just sitting there wasting away out of 10.
Yeah, dude. Oh, I fucking love it.
Oh shit!
What a fucking show.
Right?
Always good. So that was the week in wrestling, man. Overall, like I said, I'm stoked. We can finally watch Ring of Honor. Which now they're in a lot more markets than they were. They didn't get the rating. TNA got a higher rating, which that was fucking. Really? The TNA fans, like I said, man, they're like an army.
Are they bitter?
They are. Fuck yeah, they are. I think they are. Like, we're not going to watch that show, and it's like a million times better, and it's only an hour. It's like, right? Impact should be an hour. That's what I thought of that.
Yeah, fuck.
2 hours.
Impact should be like 15 minutes.
Impact should be an hour, and fucking Raw should be 2 hours.
Yep. Agreed.
Fucking waste all that shit in there. So, yeah, man. Overall, I'm stoked. Like I said, we'll keep talking Ring of Honor. Keep watching that. Impact, I don't know. We'll check in briefly here and there.
Yeah, we'll skim over that, man. We just don't want to invest a lot of time into something that just may not be around. I know everybody, with Lucha kind of up in the air, not signing for a second
I
season
think
quite yet.
I've heard some people saying like it's happening.
Okay.
They are. That sounds like they are coming back. So
Okay.
a lot of people were like kind of alluded to it, but they're like, oh, I'm not gonna say anything yet. So
Okay.
hopefully, but yeah, like I said, that and Ring of Honor are fucking awesome. Like,
Yes, they are, man.
you know, WWE is whatever. It's WWE. We gotta watch it. You know, and like I said,
Yeah.
you know, for some
we
reason
do.
it becomes like the main. It is. It's what most people, you know, listen to. I think
It's the mainstream, yeah.
you know, and rightfully so. It's easily accessible. Like I said, we both have the network, so.
Yep. Yep.
And like I said, a lot of those pay-per-views aren't so bad. You know, this last Elimination Chamber, they didn't have any backstage bullshit, so I thought that was good. There was no like people talking backstage and horse shit.
It was probably the best pay-per-view since I started rewatching it. Yeah. Since Survivor Series, when I started watching it. Not saying that Survivor Series was good, because it really wasn't.
It's like a one fucking match. I mean, just Owens beating Cena was like, I'm good.
Yep.
Like, I like the show. Like, I don't care what else happened. Owens fucking smash. Well, I didn't smash him, but he beat him. Fuck, that's
It was a good match. It was probably up. Should we do a new segment? Should we start a match of the week segment?
a match of the week.
You like that idea?
The Suplex City Limits match of the week.
I like that idea.
I like it. What do you think?
I
mean,
think we
that's
should
it.
give it to Owen Cena.
Yeah, it's the match of the week. I agree.
Okay, there we go. We just started a new deal. All right, awesome.
And this has been the Suplex City Limits match of the week.
Dig it.
The only piece of business that we have left, other than the fact that I've been playing Farming Simulator 2015. If you play that game on Xbox One, hit me up. Fucking farming online, dude.
There you go.
I'm gonna sell you.
Send him a Twitter message, Jim at Jim Vicious SCL,
Yes.
and he'll gladly give you his gamer tag.
And we can farm together. It'll be fucking epic.
That's right.
I'm gonna sell you on that game, dude.
Well,
Well, you don't have an
I wanna
Xbox One, so I don't really care if you play.
I want to grow watermelons.
You can't grow watermelons.
Well, fuck that game then.
You can buy these crazy fucking tractors to. Oh, god damn it!
Uh-oh, what?
Nothing.
Okay.
I had two beverages and they're in similar. Well, I have a cup that has cigarettes in it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I put my cigarette out in my drink,
Well, good thing we don't have long to go here.
and it's almost gone, and the ice was gone. So fuck it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
Oh, by the way, what are you drinking this evening there, Jim? Or what were you drinking?
I was drinking water.
Oh, okay.
I'm not drinking any booze this evening.
I am drinking a Starbucks Refresher.
Oh, yeah.
Strawberry lemonade.
How's that?
Delicious. I like them. I get them all the time.
There you go. Oh fuck. That leaves our induction to the Hall of Fame.
That's right, Daddy.
The man of the hour, the man with the power, the hit maker, the record breaker. Dusty Rhodes.
I'm surprised it took him. I'm surprised it took us this long to get him in there.
Yeah.
I really am. But we had some other
The
ones.
son
to
of a
throw
plumber,
in there.
daddy.
That's right.
If you
Coming at you straight from the mothership.
will.
That's right. Taking it to the
Oh,
pay
dude. Dusty Rhodes.
Where do you start?
Oh, dude. Well, you didn't start in
Do
the
you even
70s.
need to say anything about him? It's Dusty fucking Rhodes,
It's
man.
Dusty Rhodes, dude.
The American dream.
Oh, my God. Growing up, like I said before, you know, a lot of people are new. Probably didn't, you know, because like we kind of recapped us as like as dudes. Hey, you got a train, awesome.
Yep.
And I'm in prime real estate down here, dude, next to the trains.
Well, we heard some traffic up here earlier, so
We talked about, you know, us as dudes and like our history as wrestling fans, and like I said there, like old school fucking NWA and WCW was
where
the
was
more
that?
popular for me. Like I watched wrestling with my grandfather as a kid from like fucking birth. You know, like watching wrestling with him was like always the thing. Got all the pay-per-views and everything like that. And like we watched WWF, you know, Hogan, and I remember all that shit. But at the same point, like on equal ground, if not actually probably more so, is like old school fucking NWA and WCW shit, man.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, you could, you know, Rhodes.
As terrible as some of it was, man, it was
Some of
still.
it was fucking good.
Yeah,
But yeah, Rhodes, man, he started off in the 70s, AWA, with Murdoch, Rhodes and Murdoch. They were a pretty awesome fucking tag team. Man, fucking 1979, won the NWA Championship from Harley Race. Dude, the end of that match, have you ever seen that? Dude,
Many,
he
many
is
years
bloody
ago.
as fuck. And the crowd fills the ring, dude, around a bloody fucking dream. God damn, so good.
Awesome.
Oh, man. And then really the high point of his shit is, the old school 80s Starcade, 84, shit like that. Him and Ric Flair, man, at that point.
Yep, him and Ric Flair had some really good matches.
It's like one of the best fucking things in wrestling history, in my personal opinion. It's so perfect, man. You got the everyman, the son of a plumadere, and, the rich fucking asshole.
The nature boy.
The gold, I guess he's had a golden spoon in his mouth.
Yeah.
He didn't even go for silver. He went for gold.
Limousine riding, jet flying.
Future Suplex City Limits Hall of Famer Ric Flair.
Oh, yeah, it won't take him long.
But, dude, those matches, then we're just like, thought back to what we were talking about. We talked about one of the old ones. Where, after, they went under new ownership with World Championship Wrestling. And, they're like, no fucking blood. Yeah, they did, like, you can't do any kind of fucking... Turner Broadcasting Systems took over, and no blood, and then he just defiantly books that angle with the Road Warriors, dude.
Yep, where they dig the spike in his eye.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
He's immediately fired from WCW, dude.
Fuck yeah. That was a big draw back then, though, man. I remember seeing that as a little kid.
Like, don't fucking do blood in this match. And he goes out and does it anyway. Fuck you. Yep. That's awesome. That is awesome.
There you go, Dusty.
But him and Flair, man, goddamn, when he won the belt from Flair.
Yep.
It's legit, dude. And you gotta think, too, man. With nothing. Body-wise, nothing, dude.
Yep.
Fat guy, sloppy body. Fucking fast and good in the ring, though, for how big he was.
He was.
But, like, body-wise, just a fat guy in trunks. But, fuck, he had so much personality. That's the thing is, like, charisma, man. Like, that whole Flair and Rhodes build-up, the promos were so great, man. And they'd face off, fucking on the mic and shit. It was like, forget the fucking match, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was so good that it sold it. There's so much good shit. And like I said, after that, moving to the WWF, they just fucking shit on him because they don't really like him. They just signed him just to get him away from there. Put him in the fucking polka dot and shit.
Gave him the chick, what was her, Sweet Sapphire.
Exactly, dude. And, I guess he says that it was his idea. So, people always thought, it was like, oh, Vince put him in this shit to fucking bury him. He claims it was his idea. So.
Well, who knows? Maybe it was, man.
But he got it over, dude. You had a fat, fucking sloppy dude from the South who had a speech impediment, if you will. A speech impediment, if you will. And he comes in and he has like just a very like average 50-year-old black lady as his fucking valet. And he's wearing polka dot fucking onesie. Or polka dot trunks at times, too.
Polka dot trunks, and then he had the tank top, and he even came out with a bandana sometimes, too.
And he got that shit over.
That's Dusty fucking Rhodes, man. What do you fucking expect?
It is fucking Dusty Rhodes. He even did some shit in ECW, man.
Yeah, he did.
He put over former world champion, when he put over Steve Corino in ECW.
Yep.
Then he went back to fucking WCW to fucking wrestle with Flair in the 90s.
Yep.
Which, that's cool. I'll take Rhodes and Flair anytime.
Yep.
He did some TNA shit. And,
he did, he was part of the NWO there for a little bit as well.
That was weird.
That was weird, but everybody wanted to be in the NWO back then.
Rhodes, I'm just looking at his career here. Rhodes returned to Ring of Honor in 2004, where he competed alongside the Carnage Crew in a scramble cage match, dude.
A scramble cage match, huh?
Saga Rhodes returned to FIP and defeated Gangrel. Did they really? Ring of Honor used to kind of have old guys, huh? Like that?
Yeah.
I know Raven did some work in
Yeah, Raven. Yep. Yep.
Oh, dude, I can't believe he wrestled until like fucking, that fucking long, man.
So is he working backstage with anything right now?
Yeah.
What's he doing now?
Yeah, he's a head writer. Head writer and creative director for NXT.
Okay.
So there you go. That's why NXT is not that bad. Because he's in there.
You got the Dusty there.
So yeah, man, I just fucking love the guy, dude. You look at his old promos, like start watching old Dusty promos on YouTube, you're gonna like lose your whole evening.
Yep.
Watching him do that little fucking dance thing you do in the ring, the quick feet fucking.
Yep.
And
his bionic elbow.
The bionic elbow. It's fucking awesome, dude. I'm gonna make sure when I put the picture for the Hall of Fame here, I'm not picking bullshit fucking polka dot Dusty Rhodes. I'm picking like leather jacket fucking Dusty Rhodes.
There you go.
Daddy. Son of a plumber.
Death right.
That's all I got for this week, bruh.
Yeah, we got quite the stable in that Hall of Fame now already, man. We got some. It's pretty getting more prestigious by the week.
Yeah, go ahead and tweet him from the show that we added him. I was like, we should start doing that. Start tweeting these guys when we put them in our Hall of Fame.
That's a fantastic idea.
I don't know. Maybe like I'll make the post on Facebook with the picture, and then we'll fucking share and tweet it to him.
There we go.
Maybe we'll get a retweet from the American Dream, Daddy.
Oh man, how cool would it be to have 10 minutes with him on the?
What do you think that guy would think if he listened to a podcast and there's like two guys, if you will?
He'd probably be
He's
okay
the most
with it,
impersonated fucking guy on this show. Maybe him or Macho. There hasn't been much Macho today.
No, not a lot of Macho today. Just a little at the beginning there.
It's always good.
I don't think Dusty Rhodes has a
he does.
Twitter account.
He sure does. I follow him on Twitter, sir.
Okay.
I tweeted him about the fucking if they had asked if he had any input in the Dusty finish at Elimination Chamber.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, he's at WWE Dusty Rhodes.
Oh, that's where. Okay.
I was like, the hashtag no more Dusty finishes. Fucking Dusty finish.
That's awesome.
So yeah, good shit, man.
Okay.
That's gonna do it for this week. What it said, we'll be back next week. We'll talk Ring of Honor, Lucha Underground, WWE. We'll preview Money in the Baxel.
Money in the Baxel.
Break that shit down. I don't know. I try to like, we're gonna break that shit down.
Meh.
But we'll talk about Lucha and Ring of Honor and shit. That'll be awesome.
That's right. Get out and watch Lucha, you guys.
And we'll shit on Impact and stuff. That'll be fun.
Oh, as it always is.
So yeah, if you like the show, thank you always for listening to this show, especially if you listen this long. We don't ask for anything from you. Free show. Just throw us a like, throw us a follow. Tell a friend if you like the show.
Share on your Facebook or Twitter.
Yeah, man, help spread the word. The more people we get listening, the more like opportunities we have to do awesome shit. And keep the show going. So, check it out. Like I said, Facebook.com/Suplex City Limits, on Twitter @Suplex City Limit, which Rando here handles. So, Rando handles that page. I have a personal @JimVicious SCL. You can follow me on there for all kinds of wrestling stupidity.
And Jim sees everything that goes on the @Suplex City Limits.
Yeah, definitely. So. Yeah, man, good stuff. Like I said, Podbean, Stitcher, TuneIn, and the OSW Podcast Network at PileDriverWrestling.net.
Shout out to the FUD once again, the Federation.
Yeah, shout out to everybody at the OSW Podcast Network. It's been cool. It's cool over there. I like it.
Yeah, man, brotherhood.
Little community of you got the Armbar Cast, which I checked out. It's pretty awesome.
Right on.
There's all kinds of different podcasts over there, so all kind of like everyone's got like their own little approach to it and their own style to it, so it's pretty cool. I like it.
I like it as well.
Well, that's going to do it for this week. We'll be back next week. Thanks again for listening.
Here is the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. And Dusty, your fans welcome you back, man. First of all, I would like to thank the many fans throughout this country that wrote cards and letters to Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, while I was down. Secondly, I want to thank Jim Crockett Promotions for waiting and taking the time because I know how important it was. Starcade 85 it is to the wrestling fans, it is to Jim Crockett Promotions. And Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, with that weight, got what I wanted. Ric Flair, the world's heavyweight champion. I don't have to say a lot more about the way I feel about Ric Flair. No respect